I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
And now, your mama knows.
29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What are you, fucking nuts? You thought?
Subscribe to the most epic channel on YouTube for live streams every week. Daily videos. Subscribe. Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon.
Woo! Let's go, people. Let's go. It's the end. That's it. It's over. It is the end. That's it. It's over. There's nothing else to say. Well, sound is working. So, what do I mean? Guys, I'm giving it up. This is my last stream. I'm not streaming no more. I'm done with streaming. It's over for me. I appreciate you guys coming to the channel, but streaming is done. It's a thing I will never do again. So thank you guys very much for all the support and everything, but we are no longer making another stream. That's it. Kaput, finito, is over. Okay? Done. In 2023, yeah, let's go, baby, because now your mama knows the Cowboy King of Entertainment. We're going to be bigger and better in 2024. Guys, people ask me, you know what? I like standing on this thing. Let me just pull it out. I like taking my shoes off, but the rug feels weird. But standing on this feels good. So my wife, you guys can't see it, but she got me this. I want to somehow put it up in the back, but we'll figure that out. But anyway, So people ask me, what is your New Year's resolutions? And I always say, I don't do them. I don't have them because I feel like I always kick things off and I stay throughout the year on top of my game. But last year, spent the better half of the year with my arm like this, messed up, had shoulder surgery. Some of you guys know, tore my supraspinatus. I have a video coming out soon that goes over the whole thing. So me personally, consistency is important. I just want to stay consistent. With my shoulder messed up, I couldn't stay consistent. So now that my shoulder is fully repaired, I've been messing with stuff like this. Right? Yeah, I just want to keep my health up. Guys, I know you're looking at the ripstick and you're like, wait, what did he do? When I had to go to physical therapy, this was a thing. They had me have bands. You put your hands on them and you just move up and down and pull it in and out. So that's actually good for your muscles and tendons. Anyway, so back to it. So today is going to be the last stream of 2023. My wife said she's going to get her nails done, and I jumped up and said, well, I'm doing a stream. So I know I didn't have this planned. I know you guys was probably thinking you'll just see me tomorrow. But guys, let's kick this thing off because you know me. I love to be a part of the community. I love the community to be a part of me. I love us to be together. So if you guys are free and you want to jump in, you guys want to sit in the chat, you want to laugh, joke, talk, let's do this together. Let's talk about anything you want because you guys know this channel. Guys, I'm not just limited to gaming or reality or anything. We do it all. So I want anybody to join me today and let's just discuss our 2023. Let's talk about what we plan on doing in 2024. Guys, let's get together and let's just have some fun before my wife come home and she tell me, I'm back from getting my nails done. Now let's go watch a show. Let's do something. Because, she's going to try to pull me off. But, guys, I've been going to the gym. I'm feeling really good. Look at this. My chest already got bigger. Guys, I'm already getting gains. The Cowboy King of Entertainment is back in the building. And this stream is going to be nothing less than epic. And you guys know why. It's for one reason and one reason only. Because I'm a cowboy. Yeah. And now, your mama knows. So, with that being said, now that I've made a fool of myself, threw out a bunch of kicks, been a little silly, let me feed the fish. Okay? Let's feed them first. And then I got some people in the back that's going to join the show, and we're going to have some fun, baby. Woo! Let's join the show. All right, so I'm going to grab a chair. Hope you guys grab a chair. Remember, I do it all. So go to the home screen, or the home tab, should I say, and you'll see all the different type of content I do. It's pretty cool. Let me move over. Then my Christmas tree gets some shine. So yeah, just go check out the home tab, see all the different type of content I do. I do it all. But with that being said, all right, let me see something. I want to make sure this microphone was on. Here, let's check. Hello, 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 hello. Oh, I don't like that. Hello, hello, hello. Wait. Oh, I don't like that. All right, let's see what happens when I turn it on. So what mic am I using then? Hello, hello, hello. All right, hold on real quick, guys. All right, let me see. Default. All right, if I'm having some issues. All right, hold on. All right, out. And in. So, why is that on? All right, let me see. Speaker. All right, hold on, guys. I'm gonna let y'all in real quick, but I'm just curious of why my microphone is using the one it's using. So output. Oh, I think it's using. All right, real quick. All right, so communications, microphone, Logitech Stream Cam. Oh, it's using my stream. Actually, that don't sound bad. But I'd rather not use my stream cam. Yeah, I want. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. This is what I'd rather it use. How did it just switch like that? All right. Let me see. This is what I'd rather it use. All right, guys, what sounds better, this or what I was using before? Because I rather use this. This is the microphone that my wife got me for Christmas last year, I think. And so, but she also did get me the webcam, and that's cool that the webcam sound pretty good, actually. But anyway, all right, guys. So with that being said, one more time before we close this thing out, just want you guys to know that this is available, and sometimes you got to sell yourself. So let's do it. What's going on, guys? I want to welcome you to something very special, the And Now Your Mama Knows All-Purpose Champions. And what that is a membership for the channel. It's $2.99 a month, and with $2.99 a month, you will get virtual videos. That's right, guys. What I'm doing is something different that no one else is doing. So for that $2.99, if you have any type of business, anything you sell, anything you want to promote, whether it's a YouTube channel, a social media page, I will make a custom video specifically for you, and I'll be illustrating everything that you tell me to. I'll add links to the video. It's going to be in a playlist, and that way it'll literally be your own personal advertisement. Also, guys, we're going to be doing member shout outs. So the people who are members, if you're an all-purpose champion, I'm going to have your name all over. I'm going to announce your name in multiple videos. Don't worry, guys. The world will know that you are an all-purpose champion. Something I also want to do, guys, that's going to be awesome and monumental is I'm going to have early access to videos. That's right. If you're an all-purpose champion, you'll be able to watch certain videos before anybody else. Also, guys, I have emojis and badges. And the cool thing about the badges are the longer you become an all-purpose champion, guys, you get the upgrade from badges to badges to badges. So you can show everyone else your cool badges and why you're an all-purpose champion. Well, guys, thank you. And I know you all can't wait to rush out and become a Now Your Mama Knows all-purpose champion. So, all right, cut it. All right, went on too long. All right, so guys, coming in the bill. Wait. Let me say what's up to the people in the chat. Hold on. All right, so real quick, we got my man FCat asking me for the link. Let's go, guys. Here's the link. Anybody could join if you want to. Oh, my man Chosen is in the building. Let's go, holding that championship on the shoulder. Okay. Chosen says stop lying. What's up, man? 2023. Rona is in the building. What's up, man? I was just watching one of your videos today on Armor Core. Man, screw New Year's resolutions. Yeah, I mean, I don't really do them. Oh, Tracy's in the building. What's going on? So we are going to see more of Sandy in 2024. You know what? We'll have to see. My guy, Dodge Man. Give him 2 of these, you Dodge Man. I just want to say thank you for everything, all the support in 2023, man. You actually gifted me Spider-Man 2. And you gifted me Assassin's Creed Mirage, which I still haven't even played yet. So thank you very much, and I got to get on that. And I actually just changed all my Spider-Man videos the other day, and I made it say, instead of saying thank you to Dodge Man, I made it say gifted by Dodge Man. So I wanted people to know, I appreciate it. Now, first Rock has a surprise stream. Now Cowboy. Oh, Rock did a surprise stream? I probably was sleeping. But give it up for Neil J. Appreciate it, man. As always, I love seeing when you comment on the stuff. I'm also a Logitech Stream Cam guy. Woo, that's right, man. This thing is dope. Ronan said before, oddly enough, exactly. We hear that for yeah, you know what? I like that. You know, I don't know how that got switched, but anyway, my guy, Mr. Josh Warren, gotta give it up. Oh, Josh, man, it's good to see you, man. I'm excited for you in 2024 for the wedding that's coming up. He said, happy holidays, everyone. What's on the agenda? This stream, Cowboy, streaming until midnight. That I will not be doing. Yeah, I won't be streaming to midnight, but I'm just wanting to do a little stream, you know? Let's see. Tony is in the building. Let's go. All right. I'm almost done with Armor Core 6. Yeah, man, listen, Armor Core 6, I had a lot of fun. It was a good times. And the funny thing is, I beat most of that on this, on the PlayStation Portal. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Let me see. Also, to answer your question, I am sick at the moment. Till I feel better, I'll live stream. I got you, man. Well, I hope you get better. Not much, Tony, playing and finishing up Armor Core 6. And Tony said, I don't really do news or New Year resolutions. For me, I'm going to doing my best to give up drinking and get in the best shape of my life, mentally and physically. Bro, that is epic. And let's give another shout out for that, because that's just, that's good, man. All right, so with that being said, let's bring in my guy this year, man. He was like my right-hand man, my co-host. We had good times, great times. We was going to kill each other. Well, I was going to kill him at one point. He was driving me crazy. It was just one episode. But guys, none other than the man who comes up with most of the content that we go over, the news and the crazy and the wild stories on Mondays, is my guy, none other than Felix, the cat, F-Cat. Give it up! Let's go!
Yeah.
Yo, man, listen. I know you guys had no clue that I was going live, and I was like, you know what? I'm about to get the boys together. Let's do it.
I don't even know where to start, Cowboy. I mean, I don't know if I should save some stuff for tomorrow, or can we
Dude, it's
do it
always,
now?
you know what? You listen. You always know how to hit us from left to right to right to left. So it's up to you, man. You could save whatever. You could try to burn this year down to the ground. I don't know what you want to do, FCAT, but as we go on, just I guess try to figure it out. However, there's one other guy that's in the back that I want to bring out because he means just as much to me as you do. But I was lucky enough to have this as one of the most special moments of my 2023. Matter of fact, this was the biggest surprise in 2023 and probably in the top 10 surprises of my life. This guy is none other than my guy. He's not just your guy. Some people refer to him as the accent guy. Let's give it up
Holtz.
for Holtz.
Yeah, what a year, guys. What a year. Of late last week, I've been reflecting back on a lot of videos that's made me laugh. And I have to say,
Yeah,
all you guys in content creation and on chat, you've just made my year. The humor from all of us just makes me laugh all the time. And that's what the last week I've been reconnecting with a lot of content creators that I've not seen in a while due to the algorithm. And it's just so great just to reconnect with people and yeah, just say hi over hobbies. So that's why I see Cowboy doing a stream. And I was like, New Year? Ah, well, let's end the year off. Let's just do it. So
let's do it. Yeah, man. My wife, she was like, yeah, I'm going to go get my nails done. I was like,
so I can't wait till in a few minutes, about half an hour, you'll see these fingernails appear on the screen. You won't see Sandy, just these fingernails. You know, oh, Cowboy needs to go now.
That's what's going to happen. But before that happens, Holtz, let's get into 2023. So the question is, Holtz, so FCAT, yes, I will be streaming tomorrow, but FCAT, man, he got some stories to go over. So he's trying to figure out, do we talk about something today or do we save it for tomorrow? What would you do?
Save it tomorrow. You know, unless you've got more stories for tomorrow, then by all means. But I feel like, you know, going to 2024 strong.
Hold up.
And
Wait a
that's
minute.
really controversial. 2023 down. But I'm like, let's take the positivity till next year. Come on, guys. That's only just one approach.
Hold up. I got Urban texting me. He must
I
not
mean-
have got the message.
No, it's just crazy because I mean, really, the only thing we have to discuss
Okay.
actually is the PlayStation hacks, which we didn't get to go over for Christmas.
Oh, the hacks. I mean, we mentioned it, and we just, we didn't, we was just like, well, Insomniac got hacked, blah blah blah.
Yeah, and also there's a thing going on Twitter right now. A bunch of Xbox fans are capping for Starfield.
Hey man, that's their hero. Wait, but I just recently somebody else got hacked though. I seen what was it?
No,
Another company.
Ubisoft fought off
Yeah, there
their
you go.
hack.
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft fought off their hack. They weren't successful with that hack.
Nice.
I mean, hacks happen all the time, doesn't
All
it?
the
Really,
time.
I feel sorry for the employers and stuff like that, but I don't really care what's actually getting leaked content-wise. I mean, to me, I just think let's not talk about it and bring credit to these hackers. I just think it's just better just to let it blow over and say it's just a normal day in creation, and then just
If
move
I
I mean,
was
some
them,
of the stuff that they showed about. I mean, you can sit there and speculate and talk about or whatnot. Be like, oh, how's this X-Men game gonna be like? Whatever. But no, we're not gonna sit here
You want to say hi to Cowboy?
share.
The right way to go.
Okay.
You know, yeah, Cowboy. You've got Jay as well saying Happy New Year as
Jay!
well. Where's your camera?
Jay, we can't see your face.
What's happening, mate? How's it going?
You come on, lean
Lean
down.
down, lean down, Jay. Lean down.
Let's
Lean down.
go.
All right, how's it going?
Two Holts.
So there you go. So we got Holtz and fake Holtz.
Holtz, did we? I think is that the first time we ever seen you two on screen together?
What's his plans for tonight? He's saying, "What's your plan for tonight, guys?"
So my wife and I, we might go to a club. We might go to a club where they're gonna have dinner and they're gonna have dancing, and then after midnight they're gonna have like breakfast. Or we might go to my friend's house where he's just kind of like having people to come over. But here's the thing, Holtz. I couldn't wait till my kids got older so I could just go out. Now my kids are older. How am I gonna just go to somebody else's house with their kids? And their kids are way younger than my kids. I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I mean, you're just a little bit younger, like 3-4 years younger than my older brother, the eldest brother, and he says exactly the same. He goes, "I got rid of my kids. Why would I want other people's kids?" So definitely go out and enjoy the club life. But you're going to be surrounded by a lot of ages around New Year, aren't you? So.
Oh yeah, and I just went out with them last night because we celebrated a buddy's birthday. So we just went out with them last night. But anyway, that might be my plans. FCAT, what about you, man? You got any plans for tonight? You live in
Nah, I already got my eggnog daiquiri. I'm just gonna sip on that.
Oh, that's what you were showing us?
Eggnog daiquiri. I've never seen that in my life. Never seen them. I mean, me.
Come down here to the NOLA.
Oh well, yeah. Maybe in 2024, that's what I need to go on the eggnog list around the holidays.
What about you, Holtz? What are you doing tonight?
To me, I was actually supposed to be in cleaning mode. I was like, yeah, do you know what? I need to get rid of all this chaotic clutter that I've created in 2023 and go into 2024 in a clear mind. Then Rock done his secret show, so we joined his.
So wait, he did a show today?
Yeah, just reflecting back on 2023 and sending well wishes.
Today?
Yeah, about an hour ago. And
I was sleeping.
And then I thought to myself, yeah, I'm going to start now being serious. And then I seen you go live and I was like, yeah, all this stuff can wait a little bit. So I've not been preparing for this year. I feel like I can make an excuse and sit here for the next few hours just to turn my new year. But what I'm doing is I've got the parents, Jay, going to sit and have a little tipple of the last of the year, and that's it. That my life is just going to get a kick up the arse next year because.
So what about the people in the chat? What are you guys doing tonight? Let's know. Like, is people running around? Are you guys gonna be?
Before I start,
I still got this from last year. We're gonna be kicking this thing off, baby.
Yeah.
What are you guys up to?
I mean, to me, I would love to go out to like club life, but I'm like you, Cowboy, where I do it all year round to gigs and cinema and stuff like that. So I don't leave it to a special day because I think the cost of getting out tonight
Oh yeah, it's gonna like the one place
Cards
we might
and
go
stuff
to
like
is $100. Yeah,
Yeah,
just to
so
get it's $100.
there's an entry. There's got some entry to go tonight.
Yeah.
So before I start talking about gaming stuff, did y'all watch What If season 2?
Hold on, what is it?
What If season 2 on
So you know
Disney?
what? I didn't even know it came out. I'm a little behind on my Marvel stuff. We caught up, so we eventually finished the Secret Invasion or Secret Wars, right? So we still got to watch Loki Part 2. But I didn't even know that came
Did
out
you
yet until I
see
seen.
What If season 1?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
No,
yeah.
no.
I've watched everything, but I slowed down on them, so I'm like slow to the end. Yeah. So all
Okay.
I got.
Yeah, it's season 2. I just wrapped that up, the final episode, and that thing is
The
just as
season 1
epic.
was pretty good.
Just as epic as the first season.
Mhm.
Um, did you finally finish watching Leave the World Behind, Cowboy?
Nah, I never even got back on it. We was talking about it last night. I was like, man, that thing was pretty boring. But I gotta get a chance to get back on it. But did I see somebody in chat say, how is the portal that waste of brick? Listen, man, I did my review yesterday. So if you wanna check this thing out, I can't even think of anything I didn't cover in that video. So the video ended up being 16 minutes, but that video was 6 weeks in the making. As I was using this, I was recording videos week by week. And so I actually showed the first day where I go to the store and get it. I added that. I had a lot of footage I got rid of. I had it under my little Christmas tree, but I got rid of that. And then I added when I beat Armor Core, on this. I should have had that. I beat the God of War DLC on this. I've been playing more games on this than my PlayStation because it's been easy just to kind of sit in the bed with my wife. But yeah, check out the review. I go over everything. I go over tech issues, tech questions. I go over the screen. I go over the every single thing you think of sound. I put them all in a different thing. Look at the thumbnail. You see all the stuff I covered. But yeah, I think it's a cool device. Cool device for the person who wants that device. I don't think it's like for everybody, but I think if you like remote play and you got a PlayStation 5, it's for you. If you got a PlayStation 5 and you don't like remote play, it might be for you. If you like remote play and don't have a PlayStation 5, then it's not for you because you need PlayStation
Well,
5.
I'm
So
curious.
Josh needs to be in here because I love that comment he made at the bottom.
Oh yeah, I'm getting to it. But
Cowboy, I'm curious
let's
because my nephew, Little Holtz, he's played Cloud before. Like I said, he used to play FIFA on his tablet. He used to playing on Stadia. And for Christmas, Santa actually brought him a Portal. So I'm really interested to see. I was like, oh,
yeah,
Santa, don't bring him a Portal. He's got a PlayStation 5 and I tell you, he doesn't need
Santa,
that.
man.
But
Look at Santa.
I wonder what his approach is. Santa Bowl and all this outgoing. Yeah,
Right.
Portals for everyone. Didn't bring me one. So I'm actually going to see what a younger gamer actually thinks of actually having the access to a television 5 and
Right. Yeah.
because he hasn't got more of a hectic or adults where we have to sneak in, worry about partners or multiple screens. So I'm
Right.
wondering how he can fit this into his gaming venture going
He
forward.
might be like sitting on the couch or something downstairs or
You
wherever,
your kids like aren't they upside down with the head off the couch, like
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
it's like
But
the weird
let's give
dog.
a shout out to Josh Warren for hitting 27 months as an all-purpose champion. Woo! Now that's a feat. And Josh, I was trying to use my phone to add new badges, and this thing is all right. So let me ask you guys this. So this is weird, right? So when I go on YouTube with my phone, right, on the app, not the app, but the actual web browser, everything is giant, and I can't get it smaller. So finally, I figured out. I went to somehow on my phone. I should have like recorded doing it, but I went to a place where I said, go back to the old version. So whatever update happened made my phone make everything big on YouTube. But then I changed it and I can't figure out how to get back to it and made it small. Anyway, I need to do that stuff on my computer, but I just never get around to it. But anyway, with that being said, I just want to thank Josh for that. Definitely he was, running hard this year with that. And a lot of people actually, guys, let me do this real quick. So for me, same old same, streaming when I can and doing a lot of Let's Plays in 2024. Let me just read. He said, I finally made it to 200 subs. That's cool because I remember you was flip-flopping between this and Twitch. So look at you. Hold up real quick. All right, so then we get to Josh. He said, Leave the World Behind is my movie of the year. Wait, what is that? That's the movie that I was watching? Incredible Armageddon trailer with an amazing...
Half was boring as hell, the ending, so maybe
Oh, well, that's
Cowboy.
bad because the first half to me was boring. So I don't know.
No,
And I did somebody, and originally somebody told me they didn't like the end. Also, no, Josh isn't from Florida.
I
He
didn't like the
saying
end
that I'm going to Florida.
because
Josh,
it was like a cliffhanger.
well, maybe I'll finish it today. We'll, as we figure out what we still gotta watch Monarch, the one episode of Monarch from this Friday. Actually, I think it's weird. I think last week they gave us 2 episodes, but we gotta watch this episode.
And if you're in Florida by 2024, Cowboy, I'll be there December.
Bro, I didn't forget
the barbecue.
I didn't forget. Yeah, that is a plan.
So, did any else see Rebel Moon?
I didn't. You guys, I never even seen a trailer of it. I just know you guys said it's the Obama movie. But what does that mean? He directed it?
No. So, Leave the World Behind is the Obama movie.
Oh. Okay.
Rebel Moon is the new Star Wars Zack Snyder film.
I don't have any
Yeah,
interest
Dune-ish. It's kind of a mixture of Dune, Star Wars, a lot of movies like mixed
It's a load of sand. It's a load of sand planets on it. Loads of sand scenes.
Yeah.
In sci-fi, I can't keep on going back to this. Like
I agree.
Star Wars, Dune World, and it's just full of sand, and I'm like, I'm sick of tired of seeing sand.
I'm already like, I don't know.
So apparently there's a rated R version coming out that's gonna have
more sand,
like more violence, sex, and things like that.
I'll wait for that. But you know what? Let me do one thing real quick, guys. I want to do this real quick for the people watching, for everybody in 2023. So give me a quick moment.
Topic switch.
So I want to take this time to go over, you know what's funny? I totally screwed that up. So what I originally did was this. I don't know why it didn't work. Hold up. Why am I bad at this? All right. So I was trying. Hold up. Let's try this again. What? Hold up. I need to figure out. Does this not work? Hold up. Real quick. Listen, I got to go into 2024 figuring this out.
Topic switch.
All right, there we go. All right, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to have the topic switch, and then all of a sudden I was on here by myself as if it was magic, and I screwed that up. All right, so guys, real quick, I want to say thank you to all the people who became an all-purpose champion in 2023 and before that, right? So the very first person who joined was none other than Mr. 1030. Yeah, man, he joined as the first person. Then it was my guy Ray Stone, who just recently started playing We Wrestle Wednesdays with us last week. He had a lot of fun. He said he'll be back this week. Fans or gamers, some of you guys know him as Brandon and a bunch of other names. He was the third all-purpose champion. Then my guy, Mr. Bruce Campbell, who actually does the theme music for this channel. Let's see, Mr. Urban World was the fifth all-purpose champion. Josh Warren came in with number 6. He's the longest reigning all-purpose championship member of the channel. Then my guy, Chris Game Over Cakis. And then it was my man, Dave Green Eyes Jimenez. Then Jack the Slip. Guys, what happened to Jack the Slip? Stadia disappeared, and so did he. Then it was my man, Caliber Killer. He used to always come on the Sandy and Anthony show. And yeah, I don't know where he's been at either, but good stuff. And then it was Vet Cloud Gaming, which is now known as Mountain Gaming. He was Cozy. Anyway, you guys know our guy Vet. Then my man, Big Mike. I appreciate him. Make sure you check out his channel, One Mike Media. Then Purple Haze. Listen, Purple Haze, she donated so many memberships to this channel, And I just have to really, really thank her for that. I know a lot of times she was doing it to be funny because she know I make these videos for each person. She was giving me extra work. And I hope y'all guys see that recently. I was catching up on some of the videos. So, I'm going to catch up on all of them. All right, then it was my guy, Squids. Then Jezzy Belly. And I haven't seen her in a while. Where has she been at? MJ Parks. That was pretty cool. I know him and I had a little crazy falling out. He was mad that I was talking about Luna, might die. And the question is Luna dead or not? I don't even know. We haven't talked about Luna in months. But then my guy Dre Keekins, you guys all know him. Appreciate that as well. Then Constantino, hope I said that right. Haven't seen him in forever either. Sanchez Gaming, definitely he's been around, all over the place. Purple. So here's the part right here. Let me see. Gifted members was my guy Paul. So Mr. Byron Plays became an all-purpose champion. Ray became an all-purpose champion. Guys, we all know my guy Ray. All right, let me back up. Paul wasn't gifted. Paul did it himself. Ray wasn't gifted. Ray did it himself. Purple Haze gifted Holtz, K Jones, Ellis, aka 503, Gaming, aka Murder, Dude Games, and ISO Motion Gaming. I just put out a bunch of videos, and those guys I was able to put out videos for this week. Then Geek the Sneak became an all-purpose champion and was also gifted by Purple Haze. Ace joined as an all-purpose championship member. Jersey joined as an all-purpose championship member. Aminar, guys, I don't even know. When I get to make his video, like, how do I... Wow, Aminar, the Stadia hater himself. And we still never figured out who was Aminar. Then, my guy, F the Cat. And here's what's cool when I do F Cats. He used, and I didn't forget, he used his Stadia Stimmy to become an all-purpose champion. And then, let's see. My guy, Chris, donates a member. So I got that. I have to pull that up. Bulls for Life became an all-purpose champion. Let's see. Let me see. Christmas Game Over gifted Holtz and Monkey Bones. What was Christmas Game Over? All right, anyway. Let me see. I jotted it all down, guys. So I add the link to the video so I could click on it and watch it back and then add it to the video. Let me see. Sanchez gifted 5 members. Let me see. And then that was on Tuesday, January 10th. And then Wednesday, February 1st, Sanchez donates 5 members. Let me see. JD joined on Tuesday, February 28th. Sev also joined. Chloe joined. Let's see. Let me see. Thursday, March 16th, Lester and K9 joins and Purple Haze donates 10 memberships. Let me see. Chloe re-upped her membership. Ellis renewed his membership. Let me see. Rock joined on Monday, May 8th. Lion on Monday, May 8th. Lion was gifted the most amount of memberships than anyone. Purple donated to Sean L, Kong the Camp, Kong the Kong, Red Giraffe, and Bulls for Life. QBD joined. Purple Haze gifted another 6 memberships. Lion donated 5 memberships. Let's see. Silent Cypher became a member. Hot Pocket became a member. And Hot Pocket gifted 5 memberships. And guys, those are all the all-purpose championship members. I want to thank you guys all. If I left anybody out, I got all the actual videos all saved. So I make a list. So it's all there. I'm going through it little by little. And don't worry, I'll have you guys all a video. And I'll even get a video for the people who was gifted memberships, which I kind of wanted to not do because that's making extra work on me. However, I will do it and get to it. And I'll be putting out more and more members videos in 2024. Yeah. But with that being said, let's get back to the show. If you guys just joining, grab a chair, sit down. Let's do that again. All right, let's go. All right, so let's bring back my guy, F the Cat, and Holtz.
Can I just quickly say something? It's a bit strange how F-Cat was the next member after Aminar. and I've never seen him since FCAT started streaming. The mystery is FCAT Aminor.
Listen, I need somebody to come forward and say they're Aminar. Someone.
Come and get your
You
plaque.
won't miss it.
Dude, I would love to know. Like, that's a mystery that should be solved, man, before we go into the next year. Holtz, just say it, Holtz. You're Aminar.
Yeah, I would
I
love to
think
say.
Rune.
I would
I
love to
think
say
Rune's
Jack.
Aminar because Rune showed up after Aminar.
You know what's crazy? I'm surprised somebody didn't step up and try to lie and say it was them.
Do you
I
know
should
what,
just
Cowboy?
say I'm Aminar, but I
Do
don't
you know
think
what,
I
Cowboy?
can.
I can't be me because I have admitted this. I'm one of the most laziest content creators or laziest people you ever meet. I haven't got time to switch accounts. I haven't got time to be like, I'll switch to my Aminor account and then quickly put a comment and do Holtz. I haven't got that.
You know who would be Aminar? I can see Mr. Urban World being Aminar. He could pull it off.
With his
But
10 phones.
But Holtz, Ronan said no one's talking about Aquaman 2. So I seen Aquaman 2. I thought it was a lot of fun. It was cool. I got to see it in 4DX, and man, it was a cool movie. I don't like. Here's the thing: it's a fun, entertaining movie. I don't think it was like it wasn't like deep and heart thrilling or but it was a great fun movie.
Cowboy, of course, it was deep. It went to the bottom of the ocean. How deep can you get?
You know what, Holtz?
Maybe. No, I got a joke. Maybe Bone Clinks was Aminar.
You got what?
Maybe Bone Clinks was Aminar.
Dude, maybe.
Do you know, I was saying this. I was very upset the other day. I actually skipped all the way down to my local cinema, it's about a mile down the road, because I wanted to watch the new Studio Ghibli movie, The Boy in the Heron. And I got to the desk and I said, "Excuse me, can I have a ticket for the dub version?" He went, "We haven't done it." So on Boxing Day, on the 26th, I had to walk back in the rain, disappointed, because I couldn't watch a movie over the holidays, and it was terrible. I should have went to go and see Godzilla, but I didn't.
You didn't see that yet?
I've refused to watch it in subs now, because when I watch stuff at home now in subs, I think my telly contrast and colours are more vibrant than the cinema. So when I'm sitting there with this big huge screen, I'm focusing forward, but I hate looking down reading the subs. That sometimes are like they're not bold enough for me. So I'm sitting there going, I'm missing a lot of action on screen.
Okay, yeah.
That is why I choose now, even though I can find you here Japanese. Sometimes I'm mistaking what it's saying, so I'd rather have the full English of, "Oh my God, it's Godzilla" and stuff like that. I want to see.
So for me, I can't wait till they come out with English dub version. Here's the thing. I was just saying yesterday, I was like, dude, I might buy that movie. And I don't buy movies, but the last movie I own, my wife bought me Godzilla King of the Monsters because she bought it for me for like a birthday gift, like how many years ago that was. And I don't know why, but I was like, man, that movie was so good. And for me, since we're talking about it, that definitely was the best movie I've seen this year. I won't spoil it, but it was just different. It was if people think it's just a big monster movie, it wasn't at all. And
so what usually happens with me, say Godzilla does a flare of a blast and it blows buildings around the far corner of like the screen. I think I'm just too focused in the bottom of the corner reading the text, and I go, "Oh, I've just missed something really epic there, or I've just missed something off screen." And that's why
I don't think you will miss that much reading it. I do see what you're saying. At home, we keep the subtitles on. I just like having subtitles on everything because sometimes with my hearing, I don't know. I feel like I'll hear it, be like, "What did they say?" And it's good to get that clarity. Like, oh, me and my wife were like, "What?" So, but yeah, I think Godzilla, the way things happen, I don't think it's split second stuff that you'll miss. But
in animation, that you dubbed versions are getting faster and faster and better compared to the Japanese. And the director said, "Now we're keeping it in Japanese," and I was like, "Well, that's unfair." I was like, "The world wants to see it," and he's like, "Nah, it's all right. Just read."
I will say this: once I started watching stuff on YouTube, and YouTube start having like dub stuff, like Squid Games and all that. I'm like, man, the dub is so good. Like, it's really. Remember before it was like really off. Yeah. Dub is so good now. Like I could watch almost anything in dub now.
Yeah. I don't know, because Quiet Place. I don't know if you ever saw that. That was kind of hard movie to watch for me.
What? Quiet
But
Place?
Is it too low?
Hold up. Why was you watching A Quiet Place in dub?
Because no, the whole movie they do sign language.
Oh. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Because it was Yeah, it was
Yeah.
English, but it's
But
because the
I've yet to see the Godzilla, and not hating on Godzilla or anything. I
okay.
heard people saying, you know, it was the best movie of this year. To me, honestly, the probably biggest
Mhm.
movie and best movie was actually Barbie.
Because when it comes to iTunes, that is when I'm definitely going to add this movie. I'm going to add Godzilla to my iTunes or my Google Play, and I'll just feel I'll get more enjoyment of like a UHD version or something. Watch it on TV.
Okay, so I don't know if you've seen Barbie FCAT and you're just saying what you heard, but I've
Oh,
seen
I saw
Barbie.
Barbie.
Okay, so I've seen Barbie and Godzilla, and when I came out of Barbie, I was like, that movie is so weird. I mean, I get that it was supposed to be toys. I won't spoil it, but it was just done wrong. I think it was weird, but I'm glad that people loved it. It gave them. It's like oh, could they make a Transformers movie or a Ninja Turtle or whatever, and then they make it, and you're like, well, at least they did it. So people loved it. And because it was about toys, kind of coming to life, kind of like they
I
didn't
think it
have
was
to
the
be that
message.
serious.
The message was more what stuck out for me.
I didn't really care about the message. I don't really go into movies and have like propaganda with it and all that
Because
stuff.
you're a fan of Godzilla, Cowboy. Rock made some trivia point to it before about Godzilla. He actually mentioned why it's called Godzilla is it was mentioned whale gorilla, right? And that is how the name came to be. And I was like, oh, I've never knew that, but I wondered if other fans
Whale gorilla.
whale gorilla. Yeah.
You know what's crazy? So I've been if you look at my timeline on YouTube, there's so much Godzilla stuff because I just been down the rabbit hole watching this and that. I watched a video that showed all the Godzilla as they was evolving him. And everything I've heard, I never ever heard anybody say it was originally Godzilla. So I'm gonna
Well,
have to look this up.
not whale. It's saying putting away. That's where they got the nickname from. Whale gods, a whale gorilla.
Yeah, I never heard that. And all the Godzilla stuff. So I got to look that up because I never heard that was a thing. But what was cool was the Godzilla -1 does a really good job of like depicting um from the beginning. They covered a whole story from the
Is there a reason it's called -1? Because I've just noticed before there's a Transformers movie coming out called Transformers One, and I'm like, what's with all these numbers and minuses and
yeah,
decimals?
-1 was really good. It's kind of so here's the thing. It's sad, but it was pretty much about World War II when we dropped the bomb on Japan.
So the -1, what does that tie into the?
Yeah, -1 is pretty much their city was rubble. So it's like
Okay,
-1. Like they
I
put
see, I
them
see.
back.
Not there anymore. Scorched earth.
Yeah, they put them back to the Stone Age. Like, I mean, no buildings. Like it was the movie is so good because again, if you just think you're going to see a movie about a giant creature, man, this is definitely my original the original when I did my review originally I wrote the best Godzilla story, but then I changed it to the best movie of 2023. So you'll go into it and trust me, the story it hits hard. And it's weird to say that about a Godzilla movie. You just kind of got to see it for yourself because I wouldn't want that to be ruined for anybody, you know. But yeah,
Word.
it's worth it. But guys, 2023 was cool. Guys, I feel like I'm the PlayStation guy now, right? So look at the black and white PlayStation. Look at the black and white PlayStation. Guys, new to the family. Look at the black and white PlayStation. My wife got me these for Christmas. The PlayStation Post Explorers. I also got the PlayStation camera. I also got the PlayStation monitor. I mean, what else do I need? I got
We want them to
You
have
should have.
the PlayStation Elite, the PlayStation VR2.
yeah, I should have. Yeah, all I need is
No,
a
you
VR2.
should have jumped on that 350 deal for that Series X, Cowboy.
Yeah, I don't think so. Listen, I don't even play. Listen, and unfortunately, I feel bad, and I gotta still blame you, FCAT. But you gifted me a month of Game Pass. I played it one day of that 30 days, forgot to cancel, and now I got charged for another month, and I didn't even use it. Only used it once, the 1 month. So,
Yeah.
So I
I mean,
thank you, but at the same time, I'm mad at you. You cost me $17 or
it-
whatever.
it's
Yeah,
the controller.
there's nothing gonna be on there for next month or
It-
tomorrow.
it is, isn't it white on black? Because the white is the outside color and the black
Oh, I
is
don't
in.
know. I guess yeah. I don't. I didn't mean that as if it was black on white or white on black. I just meant that
Yeah,
the
it,
color
it, rem-
was
it
black and
reminds
white.
it reminds me of Madagascar when the character says with the zebra and he's like, is he black and white or white and black? I was like, doesn't really matter,
Well,
does it?
what would is it? Yeah, well, yeah. I don't think it wouldn't matter, but I never thought about that with a zebra. But it almost seemed like the zebra would be all black and got white stripes, or no? I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's what I think of the controller. Exact same. I think if you scratch the white off, it'll be a black controller with the white skin on top. That's
But
what.
then again, not really, because look, no, actually, no. This would be a white controller because when I was trying to fix my controllers, I actually took this piece off. So this piece comes off, and think about it, all white. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I
yeah.
assume
The
it was
control
black
the
and white.
controller is all white, and this black plate comes off, and then it would be an all white
I want
controller.
to. I want to do something with my PlayStation because I think it's a bit boring, but I don't look at it enough. But I know part of me's like you can get them like new skin caps, can't you? Where you can like put your like logo on it and stuff like that, and you
What?
can just attach
So
the
you know
plate.
what's weird with me is I don't even look at my PlayStation. Sometimes I forget it's down there, so I would be wasting my money. But check this out, guys. Bam, play the portal comes on. It's cool, guys. It's touchscreen. Ooh, you hear that sound? Come on, guys. You gotta check out the review. I go through everything, all the features, and
How y'all feel about that 2024 PlayStation lineup?
what the non-existent 2024 PlayStation lineup? I was watching a thing that was talking about all the PlayStation games, but it wasn't fair because they was adding a lot of stuff that is third party. But I guess and they added something.
As
They was
far as
adding
we
some.
know, apparently, Starblade's coming.
Yeah,
Helldivers 2,
Okay.
and possibly Concord.
Well, you know what? Helldivers 2 looked fun. So I've been waiting. Here's what's funny. Let me say this as a gamer. And before I say that, let's just give a shout out to my guy, Chariot Man Gaming. What's up, Chariot Man? Also, you helped make my 2023 special because I went to New York and I met you in person as well. And we walked around New York City, and that was pretty cool. That was definitely epic. You took me to a spot. I got some New York pizza, which I didn't think was amazing, but that was cool. Go ahead, Holtz.
do you think I'll be a bit fatigued this year? Because I was mentioning this on Rock Players the other day. When I look at 2024, it's going to be the year of the hack and slash action RPG because you're going to have Stellar Blade, Phantom Blade Zero. You can have Hellblade. You got just loads of blades in the bloody game, and I'm like, I'm going to love that. You're going to have Black Myth. You know,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Wukong. Yeah.
yeah, and part of me is like, that's a lot of action, and I'm like, you're going to have the Rise of the Ronin. And part of me, I love sword games, but I'm feeling like at this rate, I'm gonna be saturated by me constantly running around going.
So you know what's hard with gaming, and I have to be honest. And that's what I always tell people. I'm in a different level with gaming. Someone ever give you something, right? For instance, this was cool. My stepdaughter, so I do tea time every day, right? So every day on my first break, I get a cup of tea. I used to do it at work when I used to go on the job. Now I work from home, so I still do tea time. So she gave me this cool cup. It's all metal. It keeps your stuff hot for like all day, right? All right. Now she gave it to me, and it's cool. Like she gave it to me, cool. I use it, but if it disappeared, it wouldn't bother me that much. However, if I paid for it, I'd be like, "Yo, where the hell is my cup?" So I say that to say this. Typically, when you save your money, you buy something. It's like you put more into it. It's like more like it's a like like let's say you buy a game and it's sit and you didn't play it yet. You'll be like, "Yo, I didn't play it." Like I'm just being honest. Dodgeman, don't kill me. But Dodgeman did gift me Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now, I had it on my list to rent. I didn't want to buy it. I wanted to see how much I would like it. So for me, I still forget, like, oh yeah, I got that game to play, right? So I'm saying this, Holtz, is for me, don't get mad at me, but because I rent everything, I never feel like, oh, it's too much to play. For me, I'll get one game, I'll play that game, and then when I beat it,
So do
I'll
you
send
feel
it
Is that
back.
Quantum Error? Is that
Yeah, I'm
Quantum
kind
Error?
of, huh?
Is that Quantum Error?
No. I always keep an empty one just to have it
Okay.
because I
what I'm
like to
just
show
trying
it
to
off.
say is, would you actually say, for example, say Final Fantasy that's got action slashing in it. Would you move every month and each rental you go, the next one's going to be Wulong, the next one's going to be...
No, I like to switch. Yeah, I got to switch
Or
it
you're going
up.
to change the genre up? Would you mind?
Yeah. Like, look, my recent one, I got a racing game. I was like, okay, now I wanted to play some, like, because my mind, I like to play one game, one single player game at a time, and then beat it and then move on. And I actually want to bring this point up with Helldivers. That's kind of what led me into this. But before I do that, guys, let's bring in none other than the guy who is responsible for me even having a all-purpose championship membership on this channel, because he was the guy, when I met him, he looked me in the eye and said, bro, you got a lot of content. How are you not monetized? I said, bro, who cares about monetization? I just do this for fun. No one makes money on YouTube. He said, what, are you silly? He said, I challenge you to take 1 year of your life and put it into proposition and make yourself monetize. And I said, you know what? I accept the challenge. And it took me a year and 30 days, but I did it. And now we're like 4 years later. So none other than Mr. Josh Warren, my mentor.
Wow, what an intro. That was incredible, Cowboy. Thank you. Happy holidays, happy new year, everyone. Hope everyone is well and healthy. And Holtz, I was actually thinking about you recently because I was, of course, watching Ricky Gervais's Armageddon, which was brilliant. Tony, you're a person who hates cancel culture. Check that one out.
Because he brings a Scouser joke in, doesn't he? He brings the idea his dog brings a dead Scouser with herpes. That wasn't the part you ripped for to me, was it?
No.
You know what? I will,
definitely not.
Maybe I was 40 minutes into it, I guess. So it was real late. We got tired. We fell asleep. So, but from what I seen, I was like, okay, it didn't grab me yet. You know, I was like, okay, what is going on? Okay, I get it.
No. I'm not talking about Leave the World Behind. I'm talking about a stand-up.
Ricky Gervais Armageddon.
He's talking about a stand-up.
What the hell is that?
It's comedy.
Like a comedy stand-up.
You know, like how Eddie Murphy or
comedy.
Chris Rock.
Wait, hold on. Let me back up.
Yeah.
You thought I was talking about Leave the World Behind. I just noticed. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought,
Do you know what I like about comedians, especially on this show, for example, is where he'll say a joke, then he'll go, don't worry, by the time all the haters come after me, I'll think of something clever to say to justify why I said it. But he's like, don't worry about it. So
absolutely. And Cowboy's over there in the corner trying to figure it out.
I really am. I'm like, wait, I thought, because we kept talking, because you said that you liked the movie. You came in, so I thought you was talking about the movie. And okay, cool. So I'm off. Could you explain to me what you was talking about, or is it just going to go?
So Ricky Gervais is a brilliant British comic who actually created The Office. Okay. There was a British version first, and then he created the American one that we all know and love. So he was a stand-up comedian as well. He has a lot of different amazing shows too. So
have you seen Afterlife, Josh?
No, but I did watch Derek. That was great too.
Watch Afterlife. He actually directs that one. Really good one.
Okay, nice. And what's it called? The Invention of Lying. That was him too, right?
I don't go out the whole way. I just know on the Netflix special.
But basically, a comedian who is very talented and his style of comedy is very current. So he likes to he was the person who like really. He hosted the Oscars and the Golden Globes and really gave Hollywood a shellacking. So he pulls no punches. You'll honestly love him.
Josh, I know why you thought about me. Hairline receding, black shirt and fat. I get you.
Wait. So he has a new stand-up?
Yes, and he points fun at cancel culture, and I know that you specifically are against that, as are most of us. You know, because it's just like ridiculous at a certain point, and he pokes fun at that at a very way that a comic would, that you want a stand-up comedian to do. So I thought it was very clever. And
okay, so what is it called? The Stand?
It's called Ricky Gervais Armageddon. It'll probably be
so
you probably seen it.
When you said Armageddon, my brain was thinking that
of the Armageddon movie. I got you. Yeah.
Okay, got you. Oh man, what is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it'll probably be one of the things that'll be recommended. It just dropped this month.
Okay.
So.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Well, Josh, every year, like roughly about Christmas night or Boxing Day, with Boxing Day's on the 26th, I always watch comedy. That's like the time like us British people, we sit down, we're fatigued from all the Christmas movies, and we just need some good laughs. So that was a perfect time of the year to sit down and watch this.
That makes so much sense. Thank you for the context. Okay.
That's why he comes back. That's why he comes back every year, and he's like, Netflix has paid me money again to come back and do this.
What I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to next is Night Swim. That's coming out next week. So I want to see
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah. This year's been a little movie. So I remember last year going to the movies. I feel like this has been going to the again, at least what I'm interested in, having like big breaks in between going to the movies. So I need to
Wow.
track
Okay.
like how many movies I see a year. That'd be cool to see which year I've seen the most movies. But
Did you watch Killer by any chance? Michael Fassbender?
no, what did that come on?
That came on in 2023 as well. As you know, as we're wrapping up the year, I'm thinking about all the great movies that
Wait,
I've seen.
that was in the movies?
No, that was on Netflix. Is
Oh,
it
okay, okay. I was
Netflix
about to
film?
say, yeah. So you know what it is? I took a little break from Netflix because I got Apple TV. So when I got Apple TV, I was like, okay, technically I'm not paying for it because I got Mr. Urban World. Shout out to him. I'm surprised he didn't pop up yet. He texted me and I texted him the link. But he sent me a thing to get Apple TV for 3 months for free. And then they threw in their 7-day free trial. So I got onto I think February 17th. So I was like, okay, let's take advantage of it. So we've been watching Apple TV shows like crazy. So I kind of put because I feel like if I go back and start a show on something else, I'm not taking the full advantage of this Apple TV while it's free, right? So I had
Absolutely.
people recommend all these shows and think Mr. Urban gave me a list. And so I will agree with him. He said the number one show was Severance. I agree. That was the best one so far. He recommended Silo. Silo's really good. Somebody recommended C. We watched the first season of C. We're in the second season of C with Jason
Hijack.
Momoa. Huh?
Hijack. Idris Elba.
No. So you guys did mention that.
Ted Lasso. I mean, come on.
No, you know what my problem is? I want sci-fi and stuff that
Okay.
Hijack is kind of, when I looked up Hijack, I'm like, well, it looks good, but I kind of want like give me something left field. I'm always kind of like I want something out of the realm of reality and possibility.
Did you and Sandy at least see the rom-com with Chris Evans and the Anna from what's it called? From the 007?
No, so we've just been watching shows.
Okay.
So we didn't. So we're I got it originally just from Monarch. That was the thing. I'm a Godzilla fan, so I was going to get it regardless. And then Miss Urban World told me about it months ago, and I said, "Well, I'll wait to when Monarch comes out." So at least so we got to watch last night's episode. But yeah, I mean,
Well,
So, but
Cowboy,
I'm definitely going to go back to Netflix to watch some shows.
I said this in Discord. I horrified myself literally the last week because
Mm.
I have subscriptions. I just love picking up the remote and instantly pushing a button, and then I'm just quickly streaming something.
Right.
Then I realized I've got too much to watch, so I'm paying for stuff that I'm not consuming. I sat back and I cut $80 of subscriptions out of my life. And it's not that bad. I could sit there and say Netflix and I just went, I'll come back when there's something to watch. I know there's loads of stuff when I can binge watch it, and I just cut it out and I went, that's a good start for 2024. Clearing out your subscription and your backlog.
Yeah, you know what?
Just get rid of it. It's
Well, we have to be excited for. So I'm gonna take it back some years, right? I'm a little older, but remember the years of no month to month, like everything was a contract with phones, right? You were stuck for a whole year, gym memberships stuck for a whole year, and then the world changed and they start Planet Fitness, start doing month to month. So, or cell phones went before it, but cell phones start doing monthly contracts, right? Month to month. And you were like, cool. So for me, I was already in that mind that these subscriptions are made for you to cancel, right? They want to get your business, but that's when we charge them. You don't have nothing good, I'm out, right? So it's made for you to say, I'm canceling. So I'm the biggest person at because I was a big fan of True Blood, HBO. Whenever True Blood was over, I cut my HBO. Game of Thrones came out, it was amazing. Game of Thrones. When the Game of Thrones was over, I cut my service. Now, Josh and them did recommend a bunch of HBO shows. I just never got into it. They was more reality based for the most part. But
when like they bring House of Dragons season 2 or they bring The Last of Us season 2, I've been running straight back to them.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'd be like, well, I'd have to sit back a little bit.
Yep, same thing with me. I got HBO and I watched House of Dragons and I watched Game of Thrones and then I watched Twisted Metal. And then when those 3 was done, I think I might have watched one other thing. We was like, okay, so we canceled it. But yeah, I'll be back.
So, gaming question. Since
Okay,
we
let's hear
talk
it.
about subscriptions, how you feeling about 2024 with Game Pass and Xbox as a whole?
So I think it's a good strategy for Xbox. They need to just keep sticking to their it's so many people feel that and here's the thing, and nobody get mad at me when I say this. I feel like for some people, Game Pass really isn't giving them that much value, like me, right? It's not giving me that much value because I don't find myself playing that many games. Like you guys watch me, I do it live. I'll get Game Pass, I'll scroll and just look, and I'm like, I don't know what to play, right? So then I'd rather just play a game that I've been like a single player game or something. But I think the optics of Game Pass is really good. When you tell somebody, oh, you could pay 18, I don't know what it costs now, but you could pay $18 a month and you get 400 something games and they keep bringing new games, it sounds good and the optics are good. But if you're a person who likes, and that's why I know somebody got mad. Who got mad at me? Cubini got mad at me. I said it's a great service for random games. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, no, it's random because you don't really know what's coming on the service, but they let us know ahead of time. So they do, but you still can't say, like, can you just say every game that comes out is going to be on the service? Like another service I know, as long as it's on disc, it's going to come to the service.
They
You can't really
want
say
every
that.
game
So
on it. They want
so
every game
so
on it.
my let me just finish up. So my thing is that I think Game Pass is great. If you just like, listen, I like playing games, and I don't really necessarily like I have a genre or this and that, but I don't really care like to like if I don't I'm not you're not that specific of a gamer, you just want like a library and catalog and you'll find something. Like if you're the person like I'll find something to play, then I think it's great. And I think the optics of it is great for Xbox.
So the reason why I'm putting that out there because
Okay.
2024 for Xbox, as we know, that's when the whole Activision Blizzard thing kicks in. Okay, so are we gonna see this huge dump of Activision Blizzard games on Game Pass,
Well, I thought they said
including
Call of Duty has to wait
Call of
until the fall.
Duties?
No, I thought
No,
they
they said Call of Duty next year,
no, I thought current
2024.
Call of Duties. I thought
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
not we can get the old ones like on Game Pass.
oh,
Now the problem with me is I love Game Pass. The last few years I can name loads of games that I've been playing on it. But then when I've come to a conclusion, the games that I'm really playing at, like sort of Forza, or I'm playing Yakuza, and I'm playing Persona, that's all on Game
Right.
Pass. But the games are all over 100 hours long. So then I'm sitting back now going, by the time I complete that game over 100 hours plus, I could actually own the game by subscribing them 2-3 months. So part of me is like,
So
they're giving me too much to consume on it. And
yeah.
I'm not going to find
So
any
as far as we know, Hellblade 2, possibly Avowed, possibly Clockwork Revolution, South of Midnight. What else?
But I've got why I can actually justify
think-
Game Pass, and I wanted the family subscription to come out, and that got cancelled. I'm still happy paying one subscription, sharing it over 2 Xboxes or something.
Okay.
I love the idea where I can play on my cloud, on my PC, on my Xbox, but then there's a family user that's got access to Games with Gold Live and their huge collection of access of games. So I
Let me
think,
ask you this.
Go Live now, Game Pass Core.
yeah, Game
Holtz,
Pass.
let me ask you this, Holtz. What was the last game you played on Game Pass?
Yakuza, Like a Dragon, Gaiden, the man who erased his life. Literally just 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Persona 3 Reloaded is coming out in about 2 weeks.
So Cowboy, you wouldn't jump to get Game Pass for like
Whoa, hold on. Let's see.
say the go ahead.
That's dope.
Damn, that's crazy.
You know what's crazy? I just literally looked outside to see if I seen your car.
And do you know what I was so bad with Xbox because I actually bought Forza Motorsport.
Hold on, Holtz. Check it out, Holtz. Hold up, real quick. Sorry. Go ahead, Sandy. We've been all waiting for this. Your nails.
Show us them bling. There you go. Ooh.
She is ready. Guys, she's
Sandy
ready.
Peak.
Awesome.
I like them. Nice. Yeah, they look like the pictures. So what's Sandy
That's
got?
the Cowboy.
She scrolled through his pictures and she's like, do you like these? You like these? I'm like, eh. And then she finds what she like and she goes to this place and what she shows the pictures, they make it happen.
I mean, that's it, Cowboy. I can go now. You know, there's no 2023 dinner getting made. So, Sandy.
There's Holtz and Josh on here, man. You want to say hi? And FCAT.
Hi, guys. Happy New
Ah.
Year.
Happy New
Hey,
Year.
Sandy Cheeks, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays.
You ready to be married, Josh?
Oh, I mean, basically been married. I think you guys know that already.
It's just logistics at this point. Like, let's be
Yeah.
real. Yeah. Once you guys already take care of a turtle together, I mean, it's over. Yeah. So
Literally,
they got a
yeah.
child.
I mean, Josh, for the wedding day, if you want a comedian, I'll get in touch with Ricky Gervais, my friends, and we'll fly him over to straight to the.
Yeah, right. I'm getting you Holtz. Save some money.
Yeah.
Like said, the diluted version.
Hold on, what are you guys doing for New Year's Eve?
We are wedding planning, so this working on our website for that. What about you guys? What about Holtz? What are you doing? Isn't it closer to midnight for you?
It is. I've wished everyone a happy New Year, and so this that's like going in the New Year trying to keep mental.
Yo, listen, host might be kicking off New Year's live in front of us.
I've got a bottle of Jack Daniels, and you know where that leads me. Friggin' now, it's like, do I want to start in 2024 hungover?
Really, and not Jameson. Okay, that's interesting.
I like Jamesons. I like Jamesons. I'm a little shot of Jamesons and a Guinness, but I just don't drink Jamesons too.
So, host, it's almost 6 o'clock for you, right?
Listen, yeah, I said this just to Cal before. I wanted to clean up and get ready for the new year, but I think about half an hour left, and that's it. I have to get ready and done and stuff like that. People are doing fireworks outside my window. I can hear them already. Not even New Year, fucking fireworks.
That's cool, man.
My neighbour just won £3,000 worth of fireworks off a competition, and a few days ago he was lighting them off in pure daylight, and I was like, "Is that normal? Is that normal, mate? You know, shouldn't you just wait for the new year?" But I guess. So around here it gets crazy. We have street parties. You'll hear boats and ferries start doing horns, and yeah, it's just people be partying to like 3-4 o'clock.
That's cool, man. That's really cool.
When I'm trying to get some beauty sleep, going, leave me alone.
Wait.
I think it's crazier where I am, Holtz.
Oh, the know ya?
Oh yeah, my man's in New Orleans. Nolans. So Sandy, everybody said that movie we were watching gets really good.
So you want to watch that either?
Not really, but I guess. Right, Holt, you said the end of the world.
Yeah, they said the end. They said the end, and they said it's a very big disappointment.
Yeah, I wish we could have like a spoiler, conversation about that movie.
Yeah,
bro, let me watch it first. Can I finish the movie?
Did you ever watch Mr. Robot Cowboy?
No,
I did.
Oh, okay.
I know what you're talking about, though. I remember. Yeah, I used to because remember it came on USA, and it would come on right after Raw. Yeah.
No, I was telling Josh he kind of. He said he didn't like Knock at the Cabin, but I said it's basically just like Knock at the Cabin.
Yeah, Knock at the Cabin, mixed feelings. I think the premise was really good. They just the delivery was not good.
So what is it?
Leave the World Behind.
It was cool. Like I feel like a different director.
Or Knock at the Cabin.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have been.
Well, the reason why I asked about Mr. Robot is that the people who created this with the Obamas as executive producers, which I thought was pretty cool. And they have access to the Obamas specifically, information that was once classified but is now not. So it's obvious that that's in the bones here. So that you might be some things coming in the future.
Okay, I mean,
what was we 40 minutes in? Or half an hour in? I don't. All right.
When everyone keeps on saying it's the Obamas and stuff like that, I'm thinking to myself, was the wife a scriptwriter or did someone before she became the first lady? And I'm like, but then you just said it's the secrets of what he went through with the president or something,
right? Because you're the what's it called? Executive
producer.
They produced it. Essentially, you could be that's essentially Hollywood for being a consultant.
Okay,
right.
Yeah, that's cool when you think about it. Yeah. Get your name
on
the credits.
So yeah, I actually saw it twice, and it's actually better the second time once you understand what's going on. All right, see you, Sandy Cheeks.
I mean, I just made a joke. It could be a terrible joke, depending on people in chat. But I'm gonna say
I understood it the first time. It's just that ending felt like a cliffhanger.
All right, I'll check it out. But Dark Hermit is in the building. Let me see. Game Pass and subscription services is the future. I saved so much money. No, you're not for nothing. I mean, it's been around since 2008. But yeah,
I mean that was my question, Cowboy. Like, you wouldn't jump to get Game Pass, like if all of a sudden Prototype 1 and 2 show up on Game Pass or Transformers.
Wait, what was on Game Pass?
Prototype 1 and 2.
I own Prototype 1 and 2 right now. What are you talking about?
Okay, what about Transformers War of Cybertron?
No, let me explain to you. When you was like, oh, but the old Call of Duties, I'm going to be honest. I hate this generation that everybody's going crazy over old games. This is the first generation anybody cared about old games. When the PlayStation 4 era was out, nobody was like, "Oh, I want my old games." When the PlayStation 3 era was out, it was backwards compatible. Like, this is the first generation. You guys go, sorry, let me not say you guys. People go crazy for old games. You know why? When I was playing Stadia, right? I never had a rush to go get a PlayStation for 2 years because there was barely any games this generation. So you know what happened? The console wars went from my game's better than yours to my console plays old games better than yours. So no, I don't care about old games. What a Prototype, let me be honest. Prototype is my favorite game in the world. I bought the remastered edition. I must have played it for maybe a half an hour because it's an old game already beat 1,000 years ago.
You're right.
Why am I excited?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It just drives me crazy. When people put all this stock into but they're going to get old Call of Duties. Didn't we play and beat them?
Do you know what's so funny? When I actually bought a new console on the day it arrived, I always ripped the box open and my other consoles are always being stripped and given away. And I never look back and go, I need to play that game. I just play the new games that I've got there. And then people go, you never kept your consoles, you never kept your library. I'm like, no, that'll go to the family members who
you
need
moved on. You was like, this is where we're at. Right? Like, some people used to trade their old systems to get the new systems. You wasn't caring about the old games. You wanted that big, better graphics, bigger this and that, faster loading. Like, this I'm telling you, it drives me crazy. Again, like I said, I was on my Stadia world for the first 2 years of PlayStation 5, and I got one 2 years later. And I was just looking at all the games. I was like, okay, they didn't have like that many games that moved the needle in the beginning, right? And so I just heard like the console wars. Everybody's like, Xbox got FPS boost and it could play the old games better. I was like, wait, really? Really? Is this really a thing? So yeah, I'm sorry, man, but I don't get excited over old games.
So I'm planning on probably doing PlayStation Plus Premium up until around June or whenever Final Shape comes out, because I'm not gonna be paying to play Destiny 2 on PlayStation. As far as Game Pass, I think that runs out in March. I already own all the old Call of Duties. I don't know if it's gonna make any kind of difference.
So let me say this. I got sidetracked, so I was gonna say something to you guys, right? I used to always say, and somebody just hit the like button, it just went up to 9. So thank you for who just hit that like button. I looked down and just seen it go click. That was cool, actually. So I've used to always say this. I think I have to change my stance on gaming. So for the longest time, I kept saying, "Oh, I'm a multiplayer guy, and I rather play games in multiplayer, and I'll just play my single player games, beat them, be done, and move on." But I think in the last like 2 years, probably, I really haven't had a legit multiplayer game that I play all the time. And like, probably Avengers was the last game where I really was playing multiplayer. But I feel like, man, they haven't really hit us with these multiplayer games where when you always get on with your friends, where you're like, hey, we're gonna be on at 5:00 and everybody get together. There hasn't really been that game. Go ahead, Hopes.
I come to it from this way where I realized when I was playing multiplayer games well over a decade ago that I was doing the same experiences again. And it was only that speaking to my friends was what was making me play it and engaging. And now I can speak to my friends across other like Discord, just one service across many platforms. And now I realize that I don't have to jump into games and multiplayer doing the same thing. So now I feel like I can just go back and play. Instead of putting 100 hours in an online game, I can play 10 story player games or 5 PlayStation 5 experiences. And
this year, I probably beat the most amount of games in 1 year. I've been just like getting games, playing them, and beat them because this is one of the first times I don't have my focus on this multiplayer game that I always play. Technically, to be honest, to just run around and get your dailies and do your missions, but you really did those last week and the day before. But it's just something about it. It hooked you. Like, once I broke myself of Destiny. Then I jumped from Destiny to Anthem, and it was the same thing. You do your dailies and you build up to do your Nightfall type things and the big end thing. And then I jumped from that to Avengers, and then Avengers died, and I was like, but again, not saying those games aren't fun, But I think, yeah, these experiences where you get to play a game from the beginning to end, you beat it, and then you're like, whoa, that was cool, and then you move on to the next game. I've been doing that more recently. So, but what I was going into is Helldivers look like a really good PlayStation game that might bring back that, guys, I'm getting on this Saturday at 5. What are you guys doing? That actually looks fun, and it's what, only $40, I think, or it's like a cheaper game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure GTA is going to change that a bit.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what? So if GTA launch, okay, hear me out. If GTA launch with their multiplayer intact, because remember when GTA 5 came out, the multiplayer, what, like, I've never got into the GTA multiplayer because when I got it back on PlayStation 3, it wasn't really, the online wasn't really a thing. It wasn't full-fledged out. Eventually it got better and better, but I was already moved on from the game at that point. So Josh, you have a point. If GTA 6 come out and the online is ready to go, I could totally see that being the multiplayer game that pulls.
I've seen a few people being upset that I like the idea of GTA 6 having a shorter campaign these days, maybe 20 hours story wise, and then you move on to the online experience. Then actually having a full-fledged, you can do anything you want for 200 hours in the single player experience, and then I feel like we've
And
moved past
honestly,
that
and I
point in
think
the
that
game.
hosts, I think that's what their thought was with this Call of Duty. So people are giving Call of Duty hell. Oh, it's only 3 or 4 hours, but I feel like who's really playing Call of Duty for the story? I don't want to play a 15-hour Call of Duty story. I want to play the story, get through it real quick, and then I want to get online with my buddies and shoot people. So yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Grand Theft Auto, they're probably gonna have a long story. That's just what they do. Yeah, trust me, that story's gonna be long. You know, they're gonna make it
What
really
would we say? 50 hours, 30 hours?
probably 50 hours. I think after all these years, we've been waiting for. Can you imagine? We've been waiting all these years for Grand Theft Auto 6, and it's like a 15-hour story. You'd be like, what? I just think they're probably gonna want to, because I think what it's gonna be is for you to get. I'm saying the base story might see 15, 20 hours, but I think for you to do everything 100%, it's probably gonna be well over 50.
I mean, I can't stand that type of game anymore. I think I'm just fatigued of it. I hate driving around cities. I hate moving one point to the next point of the city. I'd rather just fast travel to places. Like, there's the mission, Uber, Lyft,
Well,
straight to that place. And
so my thing is, Grand Theft Auto is my favorite type of game. Let me explain it, right? I always say Grand Theft Auto is the most basic game because it's like the building blocks for all the other sandbox games. Meaning, you get in a car, you drive down the street, you run people over, you get out, you punch somebody in the face, you jump in the car. I feel like that's Grand Theft Auto on the whole. Then you got other games like my favorite game, Prototype, which you do the same thing, but you got blades, and you cutting people in half, and you gliding down the street. You got Spider-Man, you swinging. Everything is pretty much built off of Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto is like the base game of all these other, like, look at Crackdown, you blowing up buildings, like Assassin's Creed, you're running around like sneaking and jumping, but it's pretty much, it's all a sandbox game where you walk around people and do stuff, and the cops or whoever the comes out and chase you and try to stop you. It's all the same thing, but Grand Theft Auto is the basement floor. It's like but they do it well. That's the thing, though. It, like, if you play other games like Saints Row, it feel like it's a Grand Theft Auto knockoff. My wife likes it better than Grand Theft Auto because it's crazy and silly. You run around hitting people in the head with big purple dildos. Where Grand Theft Auto is like the base game that does it right. It's like an iPhone. Like, it's gonna give you, you're gonna be able to make really good phone calls and be able to do really good text messaging. You ain't doing much
Absolutely. And
more
I think it's
than-
probably one of the first, let's say, really heavy, deep games, as you talk about, 50 plus hours, that continually works its way into Western culture. You know, people, there's probably people who have no idea about video games, but they probably heard of Grand Theft Auto.
Yep.
Speaking of that, I have a question for everybody here.
Okay. Hit us.
Okay. Say a person spends 100 hours playing a game.
Okay.
Then they say they hate the game. Is that viable?
I think so. So, well, 100 hours is kind of crazy, but I will say this. I don't say I hate Hi-Fi Rush, but I started this year off and everybody was comparing Hi-Fi Rush to Forspoken. I played it Forspoken demo. I didn't like it that much. I played the actual game because, again, I would have never bought it based off the demo, but again, I rent games, right? So I was able to rent it, get it, and the actual game was a lot better than the demo. You guys know me. I said that's my favorite game this year. I beat so many games this year, and I still feel like my favorite, not the best, but I think the best game I played, put together, was Spider-Man 2. That was masterpiece. But my favorite game this year was Forspoken. Now, I played Hi-Fi Rush just so I could do a video because I didn't want to be one of the people like Hi-Fi Rush is better, Forspoken is better, but they didn't play one or the other. I wanted to say I played and beat both. So playing Hi-Fi Rush, I really didn't like it as much. I got a little bored through it. I thought the combat was great. I thought the graphics was great. The story was just so silly. I was losing interest, but I forced myself to beat the game so I could do my video. And I've got a video out there, so it's cool. A lot of people got to see me actually be able to compare combat, graphics, and everything over both games. I don't say I hate the game, so I think if somebody played 100 hours, that's a lot. Like Hi-Fi Rush, I think was 17 hours. I think if you force it, what I'm trying to get
Well,
to is
So,
maybe
so what
force
people are
yourself.
saying, you wouldn't
But
play that long if you actually hating on the
well,
game.
I
here's one
mean, if
for it.
you have a reason, like if somebody said, "Oh," like for instance, TK9 always say, "Oh, Elden Ring is easy. I could do it if I wanted to," but and he's like, "Fighting games are harder. Learn to play a fighting game because you got to fight people." So what if somebody challenged him and said, "Oh, you think Elden Ring is easy? I need you to beat it and do everything, and then come talk to me." Maybe he might spend 100 hours and then be like, "I didn't like the game, but I did it just because I wanted to prove that I could do it." And
Well,
I can see that.
what I was going to lead on, you have to finish the story and the experiences, all the challenges that are at hand before you can critique a game. Because that's like me. I've put 100 hours, thanks to Cowboy and the Wheel Wrestling Wednesday group, in 100 hours in WWE
Right.
2K23. And all I've ever played is the online
Right.
experience.
That's
So
it.
I can't sit there and say this game's amazing, or I can't say it's crap. But understands because people will say, "Did you play the
Yep.
management's experience? Did
Yep.
you play the
John Cena
story?
mode,
Did you
story
play the
mode.
John Cena? Did you do anything outside of the online experience before you can actually say it was good or crap?" And I go, no. So before I can review a game, I definitely need to consume story and the challenges of something first, and before I can even open my gob. Doesn't matter how much time I've put in. I have to
And
first do
you know
that,
what's
and
crazy?
then
Is that's why I don't like reviewing games. I just like doing first impressions. I like to play a game for the first few hours and then just say, "Oh, this is my thoughts." I really ever review a game because it's so up for interpretation. It's like I rather review movies, because it's just that it's a hour or something, 2 hours, 3 hours, and then there you go, that's that entertainment. But games are so, like, some people do side missions. I tend to play games and skip side missions. So I think hope you got a good point. It's like, well, how much are you doing in the game?
What you thinking, Josh?
For me, I'm not really a Call of Duty player, but at the same time, I'm a FIFA player. I'll play games like F1. I'll play the Spider-Mans when they come out in terms of those type of RPGs. Of course, I need to catch up on my Assassin's Creed. I'll play, Gotham. That's, that storyline. So those type of games I'm more into. So I'm more interested in the story because, as we know, gaming studios now are spending, they have higher budgets than some
Yeah,
Hollywood pictures now. So
yep.
the story is, they know it's an integral part of any game that you're having an RPG. So for me, the story is everything for me. I'm gonna play the story mode first and probably multiple times before I do online. Me personally.
Yeah.
Word. So I'm not gonna name the game that I'm referencing to because
Okay.
it'll probably make people emotional. But
Destiny.
Come on. Hey, listen, man.
no,
It's
no,
the end of
it's not Destiny.
2023. How are you not gonna mention bro? This is the end of
We gotta
2023.
save that for tomorrow, man. We
Come
Okay.
on,
gotta save that
Eleanor.
for
I mean,
tomorrow.
tell us.
But
Hold on. We got Darth Kermit watching. He's not gonna be pleased.
Okay. And Darth Kermit have a
okay,
good
if
point.
you
He
want
said,
me to name drop, I'm
"What?
gonna name drop Starfield. I played
Damn." And you know what's
Starfield.
funny? I don't know why that didn't come in my mind. That should I didn't that didn't even I
I
didn't realize
played.
that's what you were
Okay,
talking
so
about.
I played Starfield for 8 hours.
Okay.
I did not like one single bit of it.
Okay.
Um, I'm probably never gonna touch that game again. But apparently, I played 4 hours too long to like it.
Yeah, we're
Why?
all like, wait, what? So what you're saying?
Now, for me, I can judge whether I like a game like within an hour.
Okay.
FCAT,
Probably not even that. Probably like matter of minutes.
as
I can
someone who
judge
speaks
a
to you
game.
in Discord and chat, at late, I'm playing Persona 5 Royal. And to get the full experience, you need to put over 120 hours in. But I wouldn't hate the game if you just said, oh, I put 4 or 5 hours in. I learned the mechanics and I seen where it was going story wise. I wouldn't
That's
be
the thing.
upset.
That's the
I'd
thing,
be like,
Holtz. That's what they said. Like before this game came out, they said you have to play 100 hours in order to review it.
I don't. Yeah, that I don't. I don't. I think
Now
some
people are
fanboys.
putting in the hours and they're saying that it's trash or a garbage game or a bad game, whatever. And they're like, "Oh no, there ain't no way you played it for that long and you hate it."
Well, so here's the thing with Starfield. We got to dissect it as a game. It's not just, oh, you played a story. Remember, you could play and beat the story. The thing with Starfield is it gives you a lot to do. You got over 1,000 planets. You could go here, go there, whether some planets is desolate, nothing. But it gives you a lot to do. If you're judging it off of 100 hours of just exploring, that's kind of silly. You should probably judge it off of the story. Like once you beat the game in that 15-hour period, you could beat the game and the game mechanics and the graphics and stuff like that. It's just silly to say, well, I played Starfield for 100 hours. Well, nobody told you to do all. You already beat the story, what, like 85 hours ago? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so that's silly.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, and I agree with what Darth Kermit just said as well. And for me personally, I always looked at that time, that gaming time suggestion, as a way for the gaming studio to get enough time behind the scenes to create the new game. So by the time you're after that 100 hours, oh, we got a new game for you.
Right.
So that's always how I looked at those times, as arbitrary for
But
that.
but I have the perfect example like counter to that
Okay.
because I played Avatar Frontiers of Pandora way longer than I did Starfield. And that game I wasn't that's not my type of game either. But I
Yeah, but to
found
be fair though,
more
FCAT, to be fair,
value and more like to
F,
Avatar games, even
FCAT, to
though it's
be
some of the
fair,
same.
this is why I say my favorite word is interest. To be fair, when we were still Stadians, you were excited to play Avatar. Let's be honest. You
Right.
was like, I want to play that game. So
but
you
me,
never cared to play Starfield. You wanted to play Avatar. So your interest for Avatar was already there,
but
which led you being more into the game and you put more into it.
why I think you like
Starfield, you just kind of played to see what everybody else's thoughts was. You know?
why I think you might like Avatar is because it's in a set piece. It's set on Pandora. You
Correct.
know who Pandora and the Navi and the Earthlings
Correct.
are. Where in Starfield you can waste loads of hours just going to a planet and going a rock, a
Right.
tree, and then you go, okay, well, this is just one planet. You move to the next one, and it's desolate as well. You're thinking in your mind you're always going to find this alien race to make you go, oh, this game is amazing. And it's not. It is populated with stuff, but not that you'd imagine. So I'd rather have one game where I'm playing in a set environment that I know what's happening than ever go and explore space. Space is desolate. I'm not interested in that.
Especially when it's not much to do. But let me say what's up. So, guys, this year, 2023 was cool. I actually met Jeremy Lacana, aka Energy Chaos. I was trying to get it right. No, Chaos Energy. Wait. I always just call you Energy. Hold on. Is it Energy Chaos or Chaos Energy? Anyway, he actually was a real wrestler. He wrestled in the past. And guys, he joined We Wrestle Wednesdays, and he's been playing every single week. We became good friends. We talk outside of this stuff. And yes, good stuff. So I met a lot of good people, a lot of new people joined the channel and joined the community. So I definitely want to give him a shout out. He said, just popping in to say Happy New Year's to everyone. Gotta get some sleep for work tonight. So Jeremy, thanks for jumping in, man.
Whoa! Did you interview Jeremy yet with Chat with the Cowboy and go back to his wrestling stories? Number one, number two. Does he join the wrestling shows where y'all discussed what happened in the week's events?
He did, yes. The very last one, he was a part of it, yes.
Okay,
so
because you was about to get.
No. Yeah, trust me. He came on, but I did not do a solo though. I didn't get to interview him as a solo. Energy Crisis. There you go. So yeah, did I say Chaos? I did.
Yes.
So I didn't get to interview him solo, but yeah, energy. We got to do that, bro. That definitely would be cool. I got to have you come on as a guest. It was just you and me, and I asked you a bunch of questions. I did a lot of that in the beginning of 2023, and then I kind of changed the format up. But that was cool. I did maybe like 10 different people. But also, I want to say this to Darth Kermit. He said, I don't agree with having to beat a game to review it. 25%-ish is more than enough to know it's fun. I disagree with that. So a review means to me, a review means you've finished something so you can review it. For instance, imagine if I reviewed a movie after doing just 25% of the movie, and then I didn't see the ending. A good ending can make a movie great, and a bad ending can make a movie go from you thought the movie was great and then it just drops down. I think the same thing with a video game. If you don't get to the ending, you shouldn't do it. That's why I do first impressions, right? A first impressions, you can say, listen, I did 25% of the game. This is how I felt up to that point, but I couldn't dare review a game and not beat the game.
But you can review food and drink at a quick sip or taste at 25% without actually going, oh my God, I have to finish this whole bowl and it's horrible. Oh my God. I think you can actually enjoy a certain level and then give a quick review, I guess.
No, yeah. But listen to what you said. You said a quick review of a certain level. If you want to say level 5 was my favorite level so far, and there's 35 levels in the game, how do you know level 34 is going to be better than level 5? You know what I mean? It's that's disingenuous, and it's you're doing a disservice.
These days on your PlayStation user interface, right? It actually tells you your percentage, so you could sit there and say, okay, I've put 25% in. That's enough for me.
No, it's enough for you to say it's enough for you. It's enough for you to say, I don't like this game. It's not pulling me in. Like, for instance, I played Death Stranding for 3 hours. Rock was watching, and I said, yeah, I can't play this no more. Rock said to me, oh, I'm disappointed in you. This game hooked you by the 4th hour. So, dude, if I got to play a game for 4 hours to hook me, then it's just probably not for me. He was like, you really need to go back and play that last hour. I said, I'm really not going back to play the last hour. So, to be fair...
And there's a poor devs of Starfield. You have to do 100 hours. Okay, that's a big ask. But
yeah, so the thing is, I don't feel that it's fair to review a game, but it's fair to give your impressions of a game. Those are two totally different things, right? Because again, like Josh said, he likes movies, he likes media. He feel that these developers put a lot into story. What's one of the best things of a story? A good ending. Just imagine reviewing, let's just say, your favorite movie. Somebody come up to you and say, or matter of fact, that movie we're talking about,
the world.
Imagine if I said, oh man, this is my best movie I ever seen this year. And Josh is like, I don't know, the ending kind of fell flat. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't see the ending yet. You'll be like, what? What do you mean it's your best movie you've seen this year? And you didn't see the ending? Like, no, but I got 25% in. That movie was amazing. You'd be like, bro, you just said you didn't watch the whole movie. Yeah, but why can't I review it? Just put that concept in your head and just see how it sounds. Because I don't know if it's just me. Just saying. But let's see.
Look at Darth Kermit. He has a comment that'll go with what you just said.
Okay, so let me see. Let me back up a little bit. Energy crisis. Energy said, and it's pronounced
Lacuna.
Okay.
Lacuna, yeah.
I said Lacuna. Okay, yeah, I did screw that up. Let me see. He said, I'm down for an interview. Just let me know when. Yeah, bro. Usually I could do it on a Tuesday or a Thursday. That'd be a good time for it. I'm not so sure if a movie is 2 hours and the first half is boring, but if I have to watch another hour to get to the end, that's a bad game or movie. No, I can understand that. To you, yeah, if it doesn't pull you in, I get it. It's enough for me to say it's trash. That's fine for you, you know. Let me see. Average at best, Kevin Samuels. You was waiting for him to say
right.
That. Gosh. Anyway, good night, everybody. LOL. Stay safe and enjoy tonight's celebration. You too, man. And make sure you don't have to beat anybody up at work tonight, man.
Why people are saying goodbye and there's no topic switch, I'm going to actually wish you all a happy new year and all the best, especially the people on the panel and chat.
Oh, we
I need to definitely head off and get ready because I won't be joining this new year sitting in this chair.
All right, cheers, Holtz. Happy New Year, happy holidays, bro.
Yeah, you too, guys.
Definitely, Holtz. Listen, man. I hope you have a great night, guys. That was Holtz, man.
See you in 2024,
Yeah, Holtz. We'll see you. Well, Holtz will be seeing us in 2023 as he's in 2024. in just a few hours.
So for me personally, before I choose to buy a game, I like to
Right.
analyze all the gameplay videos and whatnot before.
Right.
Like I did that with Destiny. Like I analyzed it like back and forth. I did the same
Right.
thing with Immortals of Avium. I made damn sure, that I was gonna like this game. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, the best you could. Like you never really know. That's why I never understand when people be like, "Oh, you rent games." I'm like, dude, it's the best way to see if you're gonna like a game, right? Like, look, there was 2 games that I beat this year, and I didn't buy them to the end of the year, but I knew I liked them that much. But I
Well,
already
I
beat them,
like
so I
buying
was
my
able to put
games.
it off. Say that again.
I like buying my games.
Oh
To
yeah,
be
me too.
honest, I
But
don't I don't like to
I
be
like. Here's the thing. I like
chained down by a subscription.
Here's the thing. I like buying a game I want to own. So it's to me, it's two different things. There's games I want to play, but I don't want to own them. Right? I just want to play and beat them, and got to say I played and beat them. It was a buzz. I want to try. Then there's games I just want to try. I don't even want to
Right,
be. I just want to like look. I got that a racing game. Ride 5, right? It's a motorcycle racing game. I didn't know if it was an arcade game. I just remember when they showed the trailers for it like a year ago, it was like the graphics looked great. I was like, wow, is it really going to look like that? So it was on my list for a long time. I literally played it last week for one day. I played it for a few hours and I took it back the same day. I was like,
right.
nope, I'm done. Right.
Yeah,
So,
I'm kind of doing the same thing with Star Wars Outlaws. Like I already know, like I'm probably gonna like this game. More than
right.
likely gonna like this game. I'm gonna buy it. I don't need to sub the UV Plus to try it out to see if it's good or
But
bad.
FCAT, to be fair, it's possible you won't like the game. That's the thing. We
It
can't.
is there's a possibility.
Right, right, right. So that's the thing with
I
games.
don't
You
have
know,
to live with it. I mean,
it's just like a movie with a trailer, right? You see a great trailer, and you're it's like the knock on the cabin door. The premise looked cool, but the movie just wasn't executed well. It was like this was a cool premise, it just wasn't done well. Same thing happened with a game. You watch all the trailers in the world, they show the best parts, and then you're playing it. You're like, dude, the controls, my look at perfect example. Teardown. I seen the trailer for Teardown. I was like, I can't wait to play that game.
right,
Guess what happened? It came out. I played it. They had no invert mode. I couldn't.
right.
I played it for like an hour. I'm getting dizzy because I play up is down and down is up.
But
I was like, I can't
that
do it.
that's
So
why I try to find actual gameplay videos. To
yeah, but gameplay video
you
isn't going
know,
to show you that it got invert mode. So that wouldn't help me. I wouldn't know. I
no,
mean, I
I'm
could
not
write
talking about
somebody and
that.
ask them, but you just assume. So guess what? The cool thing is somebody hit me up and said, "Oh, guess what? They added invert mode." I went back to it, bro. That's my game where I just want to chat with people. I play that. It's just you're blowing everything up. You're trying to find out how can I steal stuff and get away. It's like it's dope. So, but again, you can't really say you're gonna enjoy a game until you physically play it and enjoy it. I'm just saying. It just I would never say that. Like I love hack and slash games, and I might look and be like, "Ooh, that look like that's my type of game," but I don't really know until I play. Like, look at me. I was like, Mortal Kombat 1 looks amazing. The story, oh my god. I was disappointed. It let me down. I beat the game, and I was like, man, the end of the story. Again, that's like I said with the
I,
movie. The
don't,
end of the story just fell flat. It
I
started
mean,
off with
trailer for movies to actual movie that's
okay,
different from video games showing like a cinematic trailer or
right.
actual gameplay footage. Like say like with me in Forspoken, like I had no clue about Forspoken. I thought it was another typical PlayStation game, quick time events, no
I talked about it.
skill,
I talked about it
you
every
know,
day, but I mean,
right. But once I bought it and actually played it, I was like
yeah.
amazed. I was like, this
Yeah.
game is actually the real deal.
Like Cowboy was saying for the whole year, because I beat it back in February. But I'm just saying. But you know what? That you can't always take somebody's opinion. You have to try something for yourself. You have to. But I disagree with you on one point. You said video games is different from movies. I disagree. So like Josh said, so they put so much money and time into also stories, right? Remember, I kept saying Mortal Kombat has the best stories in fighting games. They do. And when you seen a trailer for this Mortal Kombat, the story trailer, you're like, it looked absolutely phenomenal. Guess what? They showed trailers. It looked phenomenal. It fell flat. The ending of the game, the ending half, you were like, bro, they just took a turn and it went downhill. So it's literally the same thing as
The
watching a movie
only
that looked really
Yeah,
good.
the only time probably Redfall, because I
Okay.
was watching gameplay of that and I thought, yo, this actually looks good, and come to play the game on Game Pass just to try it, like it was a
Right.
complete flop. Like I didn't like
Well,
any bit of it.
well, let me say this, guys. 503 Gaming is in the building. He said, "What's up, guys? Happy New Year's." K9 is in the building, and QB's in the building. Let me give a shout out to you three guys. What's going on, guys? Listen, I got to meet
Yeah,
QBD in here, and it's been
we need
really cool
Kabini
having
up
him
here.
around. Go ahead. What you say? Oh, you need
We
QBD
need
up here?
Kabini up here.
Um.
Because this Starfield thing is driving me crazy. I
Okay.
don't know where they going with this. How can you, before the game come out, say you have to play 100 hours to review it? Now
Hold on.
people
Who said that,
put
bro?
the 100 hours.
I don't think the developer said that.
Xbox fans said it,
Yeah, bro.
and
Who cared about?
now
That,
they're turning it
that
around.
ain't,
Now
that
they're
ain't
turning it around and
yeah, but
saying,
that's not
"Oh,
the
you can't play 100 hours and not like it."
that's not gospel, man. Like the thing is,
I know it's
and
kind of console wars talk, but
yeah. I got you. Yeah, because anything you do, you want to go to a legit source, right? So, like, let's say you got this friend who's always making up stories, right? But you got your one
right.
friend that he say something, he goes and do it, right? You would rather talk to the guy that says something and go and do it than the guy who's making up stories. So when we hear somebody, Xbox fanboy, say you got to play this for 100 hours, it's not it's disingenuous and it's doing disservice to quote that person for gaming. You know what I mean? Because it's like, come on now, like who said that? Now, if the developer came out and said it, you'd be like, yo, that's wild. They said you got to play their game for 100 hours, but they didn't say that because you if any word you take is the developers, right? Because they made the game. But just some guy who played the game for 100 hours, like, but I get that guy's point where he might feel like, dude, uh, I mean, I think that's even a weird statement to say you have to play it for 100 hours. I think a better statement is, man, I was able to
No,
play
but
100
5-0,
hours.
you ain't gotta go. You can get up here. Like, explain to me this whole thing. Like, I don't understand it because it feels like a hypothetical.
Explain,
Like
explain.
y'all changing the story, or y'all moving the goalposts. I just want to understand. Like, what is the decent amount of time to play Starfield to say whether it's good or bad? That's all I want to know.
All right, well, somebody's gonna answer your question, but let me ask K9, which fighting game do you think has the best stories in fighting games? I'm sure you're gonna say a game I never heard of because he's always into all these games nobody ever heard of. But yeah, let me know because I would have to say it's definitely Mortal Kombat in all the fighting games I've played. Um, but let's bring on none other than the guy that can answer your very question, Q Beanie.
Thank you.
Come in, see what I'm saying, and look up the-
First of all, how many hours did you put in Starfield?
I think I'm about 4.5 days into it.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
That's more than 100
Cubini's
hours.
up there. Cubini's up there.
But in fairness, I put in a lot of mods that kept the game going for me.
Oh
That probably
yeah,
added about 30 hours, I
bro.
would say.
He got the dopest mods. So one day he was showing me his mods, Josh. He got stormtroopers walking around, the Star Wars music play. He got black
Hmm.
Star Wars blasters, like
Lightsabers, hell yes.
lightsabers. Cubini game is off the hook on PC with the mods.
I enjoy
Yeah,
it. It
PC
makes
with
makes
mods.
it
That's
fun.
awesome.
Yeah, it
So
makes it a
the
lot more
so the
fun.
thing is, Cubini. Okay, so people are review bombing Starfield on Steam, right? They're putting in hundreds and hundreds of hours, and y'all are like, well, the Xbox fans are like, you know, ain't no way he didn't like it. Like that doesn't like make sense.
I
Um,
mean, if you like the game, you like the game. I'm not
yeah,
gonna,
if you like the
I'm
game, like
not
the game.
gonna judge. 9,000 people on Steam out of what
7 million that sold on Steam. I'm not counting those 9,000 people. I'm sorry.
Hey, look, ask me
You
how
know?
many hours I put in Destiny, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's their opinion, but you know, it comes from a bad place. I think some of those reviews, they're just doing it to rag on Xbox. Unfortunately, I kind of wish the game would have been a multiplat. I really do. I want to see if the energy would have been
Here
the
we
same.
go.
That. I wish the
Xbox
game.
tax.
I wish the game had multiplayer. That
Oh,
would have been dope.
I think that's coming. Maybe not officially, but I think that's coming.
Yeah, just imagine you say like, "Oh, I'm on this planet. Come meet me." You put a beacon out or something, and I'm flying to that planet and land, and then we can explore together.
We'll see.
I mean, that would bring a lot of people together on that game, and it would give it some kind of content and the replayability, I guess.
Yeah, imagine you could do like space battles with your boys. Have like 3-on-3 space battles and shit. Hell yeah.
That would also be cool. Let me say something to so TK9 said he said Blaze Blue has the best story. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be. I mean, people heard of Blaze Blue, but it's not like a top fighting. I mean, let me not say that because K9 is gonna say, "What do you mean at tournaments? Everybody's playing it." But yeah, Blaze Blue. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's the
I just
thing.
feel.
That's the
Hold up, real
thing.
quick. I just feel like
Yeah.
Blaze Blue is a Guilty Gear knockoff. So I mean, but yeah, I mean, listen, fair enough. But yeah, nah, I definitely wouldn't put Blaze Blue in there.
That's what I feel like. He says checklist games. That's what I feel like. I feel like it's a checklist
I mean,
gamer like thing.
if
Like,
you look at it,
what is the good amount time? Like for real.
well,
To put in Starfield.
let me say something. If you look at Starfield from a third party perspective,
Okay.
it's in the top 10 best selling games on Steam this year, which is a big accomplishment for a new IP. Okay. It's one of Xbox's best selling games, period, even though it's on Game Pass. So the hype was there. You know, people bought it. Yeah, there were refunds. Yeah, there's bad reviews, whatever. But, you know, the roadmap looks good for the game. They're promising a lot of interesting things next year.
Cool.
So we'll just have to kind of see how it goes. I just think the hate is because it's an Xbox game.
So
If it
I
was
think you guys should
multiplat, it
listen
would be
to Josh,
less.
man. Okay.
I'm
Listen
not
to
hating
Josh,
on
man.
it
He
because it's
said
an
we
Xbox game.
don't need any more console wars. Listen to Dodge,
Right.
man. All right.
I'm not hating because it's an Xbox game. I just generally did not like any second of that game.
So you'd have the same energy if it was PS5 only. You can
No.
swear to that.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Hold up.
care about that
let me
stuff.
hold up. FCAT, let me jump in here. I will be honest. I listen. People don't like it, but I will take up one thing I say about FCAT. FCAT is not a fanboy. I've been knowing him for a couple years now. My man, as soon as he likes something, he'd be the first person to bash it. Like he is an equal
Yeah.
opportunity hater. Like he's not a PlayStation guy. He owns a PlayStation. He owns an Xbox. He had an Xbox before the PlayStation. Like FCAT is the one gamer I know. He
I
really
was on
doesn't have
Xbox
FCAT.
before Stadia. I mean,
Yeah, like he really doesn't. Now, you could have asked me
I
that
was
too.
on
You'd be like,
360, the Xbox One.
yeah,
I
like
mean,
he.
I was on OG Xbox playing online with the boys. Trust me, I've been there a long time.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
wasn't interested in OG Xbox.
Your point was you were asking him if it was on PlayStation. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm just wondering
No,
if
no,
the
no, I
energy
don't care.
is the same for that
Uh,
game across the board if it was PlayStation only.
oh, yeah, if you say across the board, who knows, right? Maybe some people would have loved it if it was on PlayStation. I don't know. The console war is a real thing. You know.
It is, unfortunately. It actually
I don't know.
segregates some of the games. It really does.
But let me say this real quick, guys. Hold up. Let me real quick. I want to can I get a moment here? This is going to be one of those heartfelt moments. So if you guys just allow me to do this, okay? Can we just allow me to do this one moment, please?
Good.
All right? Y'all ready?
Topic switch.
In a world where video games is very prevalent to us living in our own society of entertainment and enjoyment, what if we were able to all come together and enjoy video games as a media? Enjoy video games as something that we all look forward to? how about 2024? If we all band together to talk about games as an individual piece of entertainment and not a property of a corporation. I implore you all to come together for 2024, because if you all say you have no New Year's resolution, well, what if we band together as gamers and not as people who walk underneath the foothills of a corporation? What if 2024 did not see PlayStation ponies, did not see Xbox, did not see whatever you call people who shill, if that's a thing, for Nintendo? Guys, I ban that 2024 be the year of gaming without limits. I ban that 2024 be the year of play the platform because you have interest in the games. Don't play the games because you have interests in the platform. How about we band together as a community, as a gaming society, and we just love games? How about if you dislike a game, it's because you disliked the game rather than you cared so much about the company that put the game together, and you just found your base of that game and the interest and the enjoyment and the joy and the love and the fun factor, the story, the graphics, the gameplay. How about we all enjoy video games because that's what we do, because we've been doing it since we was kids, and we don't need someone else who loves the company to tell us that we need to love this game because it was developed by X and it was made by Z and it was published by Y. How come and why can't we come together and love gaming? Because it's what we do as guys and girls, because we enjoy video games. So guys, I say we game without limits. We play the platform because we have interest in the games, and we don't play it solely because we have interest in the platform. And I understand that you might like PC and you're going to play games because you can mod them, and that's amazing. And I understand that you might like Game Pass because it's a subscription service. And I understand that you might have a PlayStation because they have those epic single player games. But for the basis of gaming, can we come together and just like video games? And I didn't forget you, Nintendo, because I understand that you have some of the most well-known characters in the history of gaming, and people love to go back to those characters. I understand that. But can we in 2024 game without limits? I love you all, and I thank you for showing up, and I hope that we can make this a thing. And if anyone objects that in 2024, well, I got something for you.
Man the fuck up.
All right. So, 2024, man. How about we, drop the console war just a tad bit? Just saying. But, guys, I want to thank my man, Dodge Man Gaming, for the 10 spot. He said, give it up for the Cowboy, y'all. Thank you very much, Dodge Man. I really appreciate the support. Brother, you have been just a really cool person. We met because of Mortal Kombat, our love for Mortal Kombat. We spent many hours playing together. You've donated Spider-Man 2 to the channel. You donated Assassin's Creed Mirage. I appreciate it. You donated your blood, sweat, and tears, and actually was teaching me to do combos of Mortal Kombat. So thank you very much, Dodge Man. This 2023 would not have been the same without you. So let's give it up one more time for my man, Dodge Man Gaming. Let's go. And Dodge Man, in 2024, we want to see your new channel, the Dodge Man channel, where you're going to be talking about cars. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Oh, yeah. All right. So let's see who I missed while I was going on my little rant. Let's see. Console Wars 2023. What about me, Cowboy? I'm a neutral. No.
No.
Neutral. I guess you kind of are. I mean, you do like PCs, and you do say how powerful they are, but that's no lie. You're speaking all facts. Let me say, Xbox gamers wanted Starfield to be the game of the generation so bad. I mean, it looked great. You know, all the stuff you could do. Let me see. Unless you have stocks, you shouldn't shill for any company. Even then, it's questionable. I agree. Clickbait gamers. Let me see. Now that's what I'm talking about. 2024 altogether. Nah, I agree, man. Let me see. 2024. I'm not even gonna speak on Xbox at all anymore. These dudes have become vicious terrorists. Damn. Can't have a conversation with them anymore. I've been banned by bots, ponies. They hate that I tell them the truth. To be honest with you, it's all the same thing, right? Like bots, ponies. I mean, people just love their games, but I think what happens is they love the company more than the games, and that's my issue, right? Like I feel like let's have a debate over a game versus a game. Let's say you'd be like, nah, I think Halo's better than God of War. I'm like, what? Look at the story in God of War. You'd be like, yo, but Halo multiplayer, that's cool. But to be like, well, because Microsoft and Sony, I feel like, anyway, whatever. Let me see. Same room. The Xbox community are complete submissive retards at that point. Okay. And
Hey, dropping the R word. Good.
All right. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, yeah, man, this has been cool, man. I wanted to go live, and I'm surprised my wife didn't try to pull me off yet. But I guess it's important for me to,
We'll save some of this energy for tomorrow. TK9, you can show up if you can show up. Pop in.
But I am gonna tell y'all
I would
this.
love to hear your take.
I am gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna be annoying in 2024, and I'll explain. I really do want to help push gaming, right? We get together and we talk about gaming so much, but it is. Let's be honest, guys. I'm 47, about to be 48. You guys are however age old. It's kind of silly that we're still console warring at this age. I feel like console wars was more fun back in the day because you would do a game versus game. We don't got into who makes the more money. We don't got into who acquiring the more studios. We don't got into some silly stuff that has nothing to do with individual gaming. Like it's really getting kind of silly. Like console wars isn't my console wars back in the day. It was cool to be like, oh, well, what if Master Chief fought Kratos? You'd be like, bro, Kratos will whoop him. Well, what about Gears of War? I feel like it got a better story than, but I feel like console wars have turned so different that it doesn't have the same energy. And it's at this point, it's kind of silly, right? It's like, oh, you need to play, look what FCAT said, right? Oh, but there's people saying you need to put 100 hours in a game first. That's just 100, like, wow.
You're talking about the Super Nintendo Genesis wars, right?
Hell yeah, man.
See, I wasn't even a part of that. Like, I wasn't even, dude, I was stuck on regular Nintendo, plain Nintendo forever, and I was happy with it.
Dude, I was in the
not
N64
any Super Nintendo.
PS1 battles.
I never got Genesis.
Hold on, wait.
Like,
I was in the N64 PS1 battles in middle school. Man, we used to go back and forth with the video game magazines, showing pictures of the games coming out and shit. Oh,
but hold on, you have to admit, it was fun back then. Though.
Dude, it was fucking epic back then, bro.
It was fun. It was a different level of console warring, right? It was like you and your boys would own here's the thing, your boy would own one, you will own one, you would still go over his house to play that one, he would come to your house to play that one, you know.
Yeah, during that time, I only had 64, Nintendo 64. Then when I finally moved on, I went to PlayStation 2.
Yeah, later room.
Because I like PlayStation 2 because it had the backward compatibility, and I was like, damn, I could buy all kind of games for this, you know.
Yeah, I had both. I had N64 and PlayStation 1, of course.
Oh yeah,
me too. Yeah,
absolutely. I Gran Turismo like crazy. Gran Turismo 2 is my jam.
I never was in the Gran Turismo.
Wait, did you like the movie as well, Cubini?
Listen, that movie reminded me of the old Gran Turismo on PS3 back when they were promoting that Gran Turismo Academy shit. We used to drive those Nissan Skylines in PS3 back then with those paint schemes on them. That movie was awesome. Yeah, that movie was fire.
Nice.
Brought
And
back
based
a
on
lot
a
of
true
memories.
story, which is cool.
Yeah, brought back a lot of good memories. Yeah.
Yeah, I got so into that movie. I didn't. So first of all, I didn't even care to watch the movie. I was like, nobody want to watch a movie about Gran Turismo, and it was actually Rune. And I want to say, Rune said he had to leave. So shout out to you, Rune. I'll see you next year. But Rune was like, you don't want to watch it? I was like, no. And I was like, no, bro. I never even was into Grand Theft Auto. I mean, it's funny, they both GT, but Gran Turismo. So he told me I should watch the trailer. I watched the trailer. I was like, oh, this actually looks really good. Went to the movie, seen it in 4DX, by the way. That was crazy. And dude, that movie was really, really good. And I got so into it, I ended up watching, after I seen the movie, I watched a half an hour video about the guy in his real life. Then I watched a video about both of them. And then I learned that the guy who the movie was about, he was the guy playing the driver. So he was the stunt double. So he did all the driving in the movie. So he got to drive as himself, but for the actor. I was like, that was dope. Yeah, definitely amazing.
Yeah, my boy, what's his name? David something, the actor. The guy from Stranger Things.
He's also in the Apple TV show C with Jason Momoa.
Well, the guy from Stranger Things, the big guy, he had me in tears in that movie.
Yeah, he did a
He was so good in that movie.
Nice.
Want to give a shout out to my guy, Chill Gaming. He also was a big part of this year. What's up, Chill? Also, congratulations on him and all the success. He started streaming on TikTok. It's been a new thing he's doing. He got a lot more planned for next year. So I want to definitely give a shout out to him. Let me see. Let me just go down the list. I don't want to forget you guys. TK said, I've been saying this for 3 years. He's talking about the Xbox thing. He said, I tried to get that big event for Call of Duty today, but it's New Year's Eve.
Jersey needs to go live tomorrow. I want to jump on there and pick a bone with him about Starfield.
I didn't even know there was a console war until 2021. I was living under a rock. Yeah, definitely. It's been a console war since Atari and a television.
So
and I was living that.
So real quick, I was looking at next year's games, right? January, February, March, for everybody, all consoles.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm looking at the list, and I'm looking forward to Tekken 8 in January for sure.
Yeah, January 26th.
Yep, and then February, I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping Suicide Squad is good. I don't know if it's going to be good or not.
I will say this: thanks to my guy, FCAT sent me a link for the beta. He even sent it to K9. And how much? I mean, we're on the NDA. Can we say?
We could say whether if it was good or bad, or like if you liked it, I guess.
Okay, well, you say it first.
We just can't go into details how the game is.
Got it. So I'll start. Honestly, I didn't like it. So
yeah, I didn't like it either.
I think if you're able to play it and not buy it first to see if you like it, try to do that. But you know what?
Yeah, I would not recommend it
at all. Yeah.
There's 2 other games in February I'm looking forward to.
Okay.
Believe it or not, Skull and Bones is looking fire. I've seen some people playing it. It looks hella good.
Really?
Yes, I'm not joking with that. Lie. I'm not joking. Also, Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered comes out on my birthday in February.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm looking forward to trying that on. Let's see, it'll be on PC, so I'll do it on PC.
Okay.
And there's a couple other things. The year's coming together. We got Mario Donkey Kong in February. That could be interesting. Helldivers in February.
Yeah, that looks
Oh,
good.
Terminator Dark Fate on PC, so that'd be interesting.
Okay. You know what'd be cool? I think if Sony was smart, they would add Helldivers to the PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it
I don't
depends
think
on
they
how it
will.
goes.
I don't think they will, but I think that would be kind of like cool. If like, oh, here's a because the game I think is cheaper. It's like what $39.99. So it'd be cool if they were like, oh, you could buy it straight up, but also it's gonna be on the service, or maybe they should put it on service for like 2 months or something or a month. Like do some, be since it's like a not as expensive game. But anyway, but
I'd
Joe
like to
Games
see.
said, go ahead.
I was
No, I
gonna say
was
I'd like to
gonna
see.
say,
I'd like to see Stalker 2 get a early date here,
okay.
February, hopefully, maybe March. And Arc, I'd
Um,
like to get a date for Arc. That'd be good.
and Chill said he found out how to add guests to TikTok.
Xbox needs a date for a lot of things.
Oh well,
for
Sony
next
needs games to
year.
put dates on. So what's the difference at this point?
Yeah, they don't have much coming out either.
They was doing so good, and then out of nowhere,
PlayStation's got
Xbox
2
needs to do
years
this,
till they have a
and
game
Sony
coming.
needs to do
Like
this.
the only game that I know of that's coming, but there's no date, is Star Wars Outlaws. Like that's the only one I'm interested
That's
in.
third party, bro. Come on.
It was so catchy.
We
I'm telling
talking first party, bro. First party. But yeah, we're looking. It's gonna be a good year. It's gonna be a good year.
Yeah, thanks.
You think Game Pass next year is going to be pretty popping?
If all the games they're promising come out,
Right.
and they're all as good as they should be,
Right.
I think it's gonna be hard to beat. I mean,
I think I'll take
we'll
what you
see.
said and I'll magnify it. I think what's cool with Game Pass is not that if the game is as good as they can be, but Game Pass allows you to see the potential of a game. Meaning, like how we said you said Suicide Squad, right? Imagine if it wasn't said from the door that Suicide Squad would be on Game Pass. Then you wouldn't have to say like, oh, me and FCAT played the beta and we don't kind of like it. You'd be like, hey, I'm just gonna check it out. So I think the cool thing with Game Pass is it does allow you to do that with a lot of games. Then that's why I was saying in the chat that day, random games, because we can't just say is Suicide Squad going to be on there or not. Maybe not, right? But we don't know. So at the end of the day, but what it does give you is that you can play so many games and get to see if you like them or not. It will save you money. That's
I thought about that argument we had, and I would rebuttal with Game Pass is 60% predictable because there are a lot of developers and a lot of things that only go to Game Pass. So yeah, maybe 40% of it's random. Sure, I can go with that. If you think that's a more fair argument.
I mean, I kind of
with
feel
EA Play and everything on there,
I kind of feel like that 60-40 should switch, right? So look at it this way: Game Pass has like what 400 plus games, right?
It's over 5, I think, right now. Yeah.
Okay, over 5. So I guess what to be able to see that number, we have to look at a year, right? Let's take a year and let's look at how many games are on the service, right? And how many games did you know was going to be on the service versus how many games that popped up on the service? Now, if you think you knew 60% of the games in a year was going to be on there and 40% you didn't know, but I almost feel like it's probably 60-40 the other way.
Right.
There's probably more games that popped up that you was like, oh, snap, this is on Game Pass. That's dope versus 40% of games you knew were going to be.
That's the thing, Kabini. That's why one of the reasons why I jumped on the Series X to get the Series X. I was like, 2024 supposed to be this banger year for Xbox. They got ABK kicking in. So we're gonna get all those games on Game Pass, possibly.
Call of Duty this year on Game Pass. Yep.
Right. Possibly, Avowed, possibly Clockwork, possibly, South of Midnight.
Somebody told me, what game was it? South of Midnight's basically ready. They're saying Clockwork's basically ready.
Really?
There was something else I was thinking too.
So we gotta get to
Yeah, they did do the pre-download thing.
Well, they were certified. They were certified already in different countries.
Right.
Listen. You got it. It got to be logistics, right? I still think they have to space it out, right?
Right.
In any business, you imagine if you went to the store, right, and every everything in the store was on sale that month, right? And you was able to just grab everything, right?
Just like a woman.
It would make it harder for you to want to come back. I think they still, even if they had 20 games ready right now, they're not going to put all 20 games. They're going to space them out so that way you can have value this month, the next month, or quarters. In the first quarter is 4 quarters in a year, right? So, there was so many games came out this quarter, so many games that quarter. So I think it still should be a strat. I'm pretty sure they.
I guess it depends on the game itself. Like Flight Simulator 2024 is coming out, but that's not considered one of those 4.
Right, and that's
just coming out.
Yeah, that's not going to make
that
will stop you from playing a different game.
So they have 7. They're promising at least 7 or 8 games this year already.
That's cool.
Total. That's counting Flight Simulator. That's counting Art. That's counting, all the second party deals too. So that's already a lot. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, community. Like my all attention's gonna be on Xbox next year because I know PlayStation ain't gonna have nothing coming out next year that I'm gonna be remotely interested in.
They have nothing major. They have a lot of stuff that will keep their sales going, I think.
Imagine
major.
If you said 2024 is gonna have a lot of games.
It is.
I don't know.
But it ain't gonna be like this year was.
My thing is I just like video games. For me, I'm kind of a little different than you guys. I don't really care like which game, like this game. I'm just gonna play
I would have to agree with that.
I'm just gonna like play games that come out. Somehow I'm gonna just be able to play games and get my hands on them. I don't know. I mean, just for some strange reason, I'm not really gonna care how great this game's supposed to be. I'm gonna play it for myself. And I'm gonna be like, I liked it or I didn't, and I might buy it or not. So somehow I'm not gonna put so much stake into. Oh man, this game is supposed to be the banger. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but somehow I just don't care at the same level as some people.
You need a sponsor, bro.
Like Star Wars Outlaws is probably gonna be like the only game I buy next year on PlayStation, just because that's the kind of game that I want on my PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Like
I will get it on PC
kind of
because
game that I want on PlayStation.
But that's multiplayer, right? That's gonna be everything.
Right, that's a multiplayer.
I'm gonna get it on PC because I feel like there's gonna be a modding community for that game. It's gonna be amazing.
Would Ubisoft? I don't know about that.
We'll see.
Look, DJ Grom said he'll sponsor me because he need more dancing girls. Guys, let me take the time out to tell you guys this. If you were looking to score yourself a free month of GameFly, or maybe get a couple months of GameFly for a lower price, go to this very own stream and click the description, and there will be a link for you. It's my affiliate link. You could click on it, and it definitely does wonders for me, does wonders for you. I'm just saying, GameFly is definitely been something I've been using since 2008. I like it. I think it's cool. Yes, you could get games on Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation. GameFly doesn't do console wars. They don't discriminate. The only thing you can't get is if a game isn't on the disc. Yes, there's a few games that's not being on disc, like Alan Wake 2, but for the most part, almost every game is on disc, and if it's on disc, it's on GameFly. All right, let's get back to
I'm not interested in any of those games. Well, we don't know about Fair Games, TK. I think Concord, they said, coming out next year. Now, Concord, I don't know if y'all saw the pictures, but that thing looks so realistic, it's crazy.
Hold on, which game?
Concord. Yeah. That's supposed to come next year for PlayStation. That's probably, but that's an online game. I don't know if.
Well, I think the issue with Concord is we've seen no gameplay. So I don't. Is it a racing game? Is it a flying game?
No, it's a space game online multiplayer.
How do you know?
Apparently.
How do you know?
That's what they described it.
I'm reading the article right now. It said Stellar Blade just got delayed, and Concord is all silent. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's Stellar Blade coming next year.
You know what the thing is though? I think sometimes when we make it like
They
it's
they
all
ran
about.
that article as a joke.
Mm, Well, if we make it like it's all about one game, if you hang your hat up on one game, it's unfortunately it's kind of it sucks because if that one game lets you down, then that kind of messes up your whole year. But if you just say, "Look, I'm going to see what games come out, and if they put out a good enough trailer to sway me, or if a friend of mine say, bro, you got to play this game,' I'm gonna play that game." But if we just look at games like, "Oh, I can't wait to play this," and like Concord, like we never even seen a trailer of gameplay. We don't even know what type of game it is.
I
So
am curious for
so it's
sure.
like,
Yeah, like I said, the way they described it, they said it's a space online multiplayer
okay,
kind of
Somebody said
land servicey game.
I saw an article on YouTube, a video, and it said, "Are the ass cheeks and Stellar Blade enough to support PlayStation in 2024?" Because the
Okay.
chick has just massive cheeks. Oh, that
oh,
was pretty funny. Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
she's an
Yeah,
anime
that's
designer
probably
now.
why TK9 wants it.
Oh, I know.
Like,
She got the big booty.
yeah. You know what, chill. Well, it's probably after you probably wrote this before I just said that, but yeah, I do. You know what's funny? I reached out to GameFly, or I put a post on Twitter one day, and GameFly wrote on my post like it was cool. So I said, "Dude, you guys need to have an affiliate program." They said, "We do have one." So they gave me all the information. I did sign up, and then something weird happened. They redid their thing, and I had to re-sign up again. But yeah, so they do have an affiliate program, and I am a part of it. So the link is in every video. So But honestly, at the end of the day, I just like it for me. I've been using it. It gives me value, whether you guys or anybody care about it. I think at the end of the day, we should be happy with what we have in life. And it doesn't matter who agrees with it. Like you could love Xbox and I could hate it. That my hate for Xbox shouldn't bring down your enjoyment, right? And the same thing for everything. So at the end of the day, I just get a lot of enjoyment out of this. Guys, my wife is walking in the
Well,
room, so I'm gonna get off in 9 minutes.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
well, you
yeah.
said you had hate for Xbox. Why are you hating,
I
bro?
said if I had hate for
Oh,
Xbox,
okay, I was gonna say, what the fuck, man?
no.
Mister want to be a neutral gamer, and you're telling me you hate on Xbox.
Look at it, guys. Sandy's. So everybody's getting these Stanley Cups. My wife got a Stanley Cup. So she's
Nice.
pretty excited about it. She bought little things that go on it, right? She bought this thing that goes in the top. But apparently, what's the stats? It could keep something cold for 12 hours. It could keep something hot for 7 hours. And yes, if you put ice in it, it keeps something cold for 2 days. So
Wow.
yeah, she put ice in it. So I did record a little review for it the other day. So it'll be something that's in the works. But yeah, these are my daughter was showing off hers. My stepdaughter got hers. So they're like, "Look, a Stanley Cup." I'm like, "Wow, this is so crazy," because I never met the generate when I was their age. I got excited over different things. They get excited over cups. But anyway, so my wife ran out and got one. So guys, get your Stanley Cup. It's a thing now. Where did you buy it from anyway? Oh, Amazon. Amazon got them, and yeah.
That is not Lord Stanley's Cup in the NHL. Sorry.
Listen, I'm still just rocking with this cup, and it does wonders, But I think what it is what make these things good is all about it being metal inside. That's the thing. It has to be stainless steel.
Yeah, I mean being able to keep it hot that long, that is impressive. I can't lie about that.
So, who's watching the Sunday Night Football tonight? Somebody's got to be watching that with me. Packers and Vikings, man, come on.
Oh, North NFC showdown. That's gonna be a great matchup.
Vikings, yeah, and they're in Minnesota, so Packers got a big hill to climb there. We'll see.
Yeah,
we're gonna do it all out for New Year's tonight and have some snacks, some hot food, and watch the game.
Yeah,
I'm just getting over COVID. I've been sick for 2 weeks, man. It's ridiculous.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better, man. Yeah, I
know.
know.
Barely, man.
Yeah.
I still don't have hearing in my right ear. It's still closed.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's just been a pain in the butt. We just had our Christmas last night, and half the people didn't show up because they were sick. So,
damn.
Yeah,
we had it rescheduled from last week. Yep. It's been miserable, man. And now I gotta go back to work next week. I'm pissed off.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better, man. And that's at least you are feeling.
Yeah,
better.
it was rough, bro. It was rough.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife and I, we're still up in the air about tonight. we in the end maybe we might go to the Kathmandu or the Cooper's Riverfront. It's a club we used to go to, but they have like a whole thing
Oh,
where
you gonna be down the street from us? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I think we might go. Yeah, they're gonna have food and they're gonna
How
have
much do the tickets cost? What's the cover?
$100 to do the platinum thing. You know what I mean?
What?
No, listen, that ain't listen. 2 years ago we went to Georgian's or whatever, and it's comedy. So they did comedy and food, and so this year it's $265 for a couple. So and you had to go there and pay in cash by a certain time. I'm like,
Yo,
so yeah, but I didn't want to do that because we did it 2 years ago. I want to do something different. So my friend wants us to come over his house, but here's the thing. Now I'm not being funny, but I waited years to have my kids old enough to where I could just go out. He got two little kids. I don't want to go to your house and be around somebody else's kids when I
yeah,
can
that's
now
not the
get out
point.
without kids. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Oh, Cowboy, I want to tell you, I got WWE 2K23 yesterday, and honestly,
hold on, was it
I like
yesterday? Because you sent me. I thought you sent me like a picture of a
maybe the
character.
day before, maybe it was this
Yeah,
week.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Honestly, I like 22 better.
Okay. I mean,
Uh,
honestly, I feel like
I mean, I
the
like the roster changes and stuff like
right.
that, but 22 just, I don't know. It feels like the camera's different. I
I
don't,
don't
I don't
know,
Isn't
know.
bro.
isn't 24 out now?
No, not yet. Yeah, it's probably gonna come out in March.
Oh,
Is the
okay,
camera
okay.
different? Am I right about that? Does the camera feel zoomed in
So
and lower on
they
22?
added what they added was more. They'll add like more cinematic camera, but
Okay.
honestly, it's almost like the same game, bro. Like they what they changed
Yeah.
that's noticeable is the HUD. So they made the HUD the where they like you used to have your stamina and then your special bar. They just
hmm
moved it around a little bit. Honestly, they did very little different between 2022 and 2023.
I,
So
I like the. I got all the DLCs and shit. I got all of it, so I got tons of
yeah,
wrestlers. But I don't like that all the arenas are fake. Like they're putting these special names on them and these special
okay.
years, and it's just the Raw arena with some paint.
No,
I
that's
wish
not
they would
true.
really make
You
special arenas.
Yeah, you gotta play it a little bit more.
You
Yeah,
know what I
that's not
mean?
true. They got like if you look at the Raw arena and then you look at the SmackDown arena and then you look at the Hell in a Cell, you look at they're different. What do you mean? They got longer ramps. You got just walk down the ramp and ask yourself how long did it take you to get
But
down from this one to
I
this one?
guess maybe I'm thinking we need outdoor arenas. I don't know. It feels like there's something missing on the arena
You
side.
you just gotta
You
play
know?
it more and you have to unlock stuff too. That's the only bad thing. There's a lot that's locked. Like for instance, the John Cena mode, every time you play one of his historic matches, you got to follow all the instructions. I give
I
you a
can't.
heads up. Put it on easy because it's really hard. But every time you beat it, you'll unlock a stadium, you'll unlock arena, you'll unlock a character. So it's a lot that you can't see yet in the
I
game.
I tried the Cena thing. I was doing the Rob Van Dam thing,
Right.
and I couldn't figure out how to throw him up
Yeah. It is.
onto the
It is.
railing so I could
It,
kick him. That's
yeah, it
hard.
is complicated, but that's why I said put on easy. If you're playing on
Okay.
regular, you're trying to pay attention, like you're pausing it, you're trying to read it, then you unpause it, and then the computer will give you some hell. So you got to put on easy. That's
And
all.
then what's the story mode like on that game?
So it's cool. They have a thing where it starts off where they've been doing the same story mode for a while though, where you're like a new guy, and then you got to build your way up from the Indies to NXT till you get to Raw or SmackDown. You could get drafted. I don't even play the story mode. I stopped playing the story mode a long time ago, but they're still involved in detail. They'll have different people in the story mode you could get a feud with and stuff like that. Again, it's like we were saying earlier. I just play online with the wrestling games. But the John Cena mode is cool because you do unlock characters.
I
So
did enjoy watching him talk and just listening to the
yeah,
stories.
yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
He's going over like they actually have him describe each match that you
hmm
do. He'll actually talk about it and like tell you behind the scenes stuff. It's pretty cool. But I only ever did two of them, and I think it's what 17 or something like that.
I didn't do any of the Rey Mysterio ones. I just did regular
Right.
career and built my own character and went up on
Yeah, you talking
22
about
and did
last
that.
year?
Yeah, in 22 I did my own
Yeah,
character and everything. Yeah.
yeah. I didn't even do
Here's
that.
it.
I just played online.
Here's a question: do you think in 2024 Xbox should still be channel dropping games?
Yeah, well, I think shadow dropping is always a cool thing. Like there's nothing wrong with Shadow Drop. It's cool. Like look when Hi-Fi Rush came out of nowhere. It was like, oh snap, that was cool. Like
Yeah, but there's no
you know what?
physical.
It does something for morale. It's
That
something
don't
like
matter.
with gamers that you get that, oh, like when it's like Christmas. Imagine Christmas if you knew every Christmas you always knew what your gifts were.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
I think I don't necessarily like it. I mean,
You don't like
it's
Shadow Drops?
cool.
Why? Tell us why.
Yeah. Stadia did it a lot, and like
No, but tell us why. Why don't you like Shadow Drops?
and then I got a counter
I
for
don't
it when you're
know.
done.
It's just
I want to
something
hear if you got a
about
good
it.
or
Like
articulate response. Or if you just,
it's not good for the industry.
no. Why
Like to
don't
me,
you like? Why don't you like Shadow Drops? That's what I'm
I
curious.
don't know.
He said,
I
Because
"Oh,
don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's great for
Hi-Fi
the
Rush
industry.
wasn't.
Hell yeah.
what,
I
Josh?"
mean, I would have to argue respectfully, FCAT, that is great for the industry because depending on where the platform drops, depending on if it's a gaming without borders, right? If it's for a native like PlayStation, then PlayStation can look at the stats and be like, how many people came on and watched
Correct.
or played? Excuse me, how many played, and then for how many hours? You get all those stats. That's great, and that actually shows how big the brand is, how well the game is doing, because people are going to be like, oh, you need to play this game, and then they play it, and then they also like it as well. As the feedback good? That those are all great metrics for any gaming studio or
I think it's good overall. Sure. I mean, I think they botched the Baldur's Gate stealth drop. That kind of failed because the developer didn't get to announce it at the Game Awards. But overall, I think it's fine. And I think if they do a developer direct, like they're possibly going to be doing again, I think there'll be another drop in there. But I think that'll probably be a game that we're expecting. I don't think it's going to be a new game. Stalker 2, maybe they drop in that day, something like that. You know,
honestly, them not announcing that at the Game Awards is probably the biggest missed opportunity of 2020.
yeah, they really should have been able to say that.
That
Oh.
Huge.
Game of the year, and they released it on the Xbox the same night, and no one knew. Like it'd have been so cool if they was like, and right now you could go out and play Baldur's Gate. Like remember last year they did that with Vampire Survivor from mobile.
Right.
Yo, I was like, hold up! I downloaded it right away, and I put hours into that game.
That's crazy.
Now, in fairness, 10 days ago, Baldur's Gate 3 was the best-selling game on Xbox. So word did get out. It's just, I agree. I wish he would have been able to say that at the show.
Do you think they was afraid that people would turn the show off and go play the game?
I think he just ran out of time. He didn't get to say it. I think they just shut him down so damn quick.
Y'all know what game is coming next year?
Or he forgot.
That John Carpenter toxic whatever game, Toxic Avenger game, whatever.
Yeah, that game actually looked pretty good.
With the zombies.
Yeah, that looked pretty good. Yeah, where you drive in the car and all that stuff, run over zombies. Yeah, they look
That's
pretty good.
supposed to come next year.
Well, guys, let me start to wrap it up. Let me go around the room. You guys got anything you want to shout out? Any last thing you want to say about 2023? Anything you want to say going into 2024? Anything you guys
I would have to say, especially since we have a bunch of content creators in the chat and on stream, keep content creating, keep going for it. Keep striving to be the cowboy or surpass the cowboy, do your own thing, add your own spin onto it, find your voice, and people will come. So for anyone who's on the border of doing more content creation or who's like, oh, I think I might give up, don't give up. Because going forward, this next decade is going to be massive for content creators. There's going to be at least 5 billion new people on the internet because Facebook and Tesla, they're doing a lot of amazing things to get more people internet access around the world. And they might find you. You know what I mean? So just keep going at it because the content creator economy is only going to grow. I'm not sure if you watch people like Gary Vee. Check out Gary Vee. He'll inspire you to create your own content as well. And you might end up like the cowboy and be monetized, or you might even, get to 10,000 and, 100,000, then 1 million. You never know. All you have to do is try. So my message for everyone in 2024 is to try more content creation. We all can't be the cowboy king of entertainment, right? Can't all be that, but you could do your own thing in your own way, and I think it'd be pretty dope if you try. So just try.
Yep.
I yeah, just real quick, I want to say for everybody who's having any trouble, the only thing I did was I found my voice. I said I just
Your mic is down a little bit, Cowboy.
Okay. Why is that?
He's botting a little bit.
Oh, am I good now?
That's
Maybe
better.
maybe
Yeah,
I'm
there
usually
you go.
talking loud. Maybe I was talking a little low. But yeah, the only thing I did was I just knew I'm a wrestling fan. I knew I just wanted to, like Stone Cold said a long time ago, your wrestling persona should be you. Just turn the volume up, and that's just me. I mean, Josh met me in person. Like we go out, I be like that. This is me. So I just knew all I wanted to do was be me and do what I want to do. Yes, my channel could be bigger if I wasn't hard headed and I did, things. But I found that I was able to do what I want to do, have fun with content creation, make the content I want to make, and still make some money to the side, right? So it's not all about money, but it is fulfilling when you feel like, oh wow. And so when people talk about $70 games, and I shared with you guys money that I make, now to the point where if I wanted to, I could buy two $70 games a month, right? And not that it's a lot of money, but just for if we're talking gaming, that's kind of dope, right? My car payment is $147. Cool that it's that low. I know somebody was like, "How is it that low?" But it's cool
That
that
shit's
I
low.
was able to buy my car. I leased it 2 years before COVID. Got a really good deal, and then I decided to buy it out the lease because it was only $7,450, which is very cheap. And then I added a 2-year warranty. So long story short, but I could use my YouTube money for my car payment every month. And so I remember when Josh first told me that I should do get monetized, and I said okay fine. I said my they said, well, how much you want to make a month? I said $217.46. They was like, what is that? I was like, that's my car payment at that time. Now my car payment, and there was 1 month I was able to make my car payment because it's $200. But now I make my car payment almost every month. So at the end of the day, it's not really about being rich, because some people be like, if I ain't gonna be rich, then I get it, right? But it is cool to have a little incentive to do this. And if you find your voice, meaning you find what you want to do, just stay consistent. Josh just said it's gonna be like 500 million more people coming, right? And I think the thing is, you take anybody, right? Somebody might say, "Oh, he's boring. Oh, he's extra." Trust me, there is somebody that will watch. There is people. There's so many people in the world. There is people who will watch you. But if you don't stay consistent, one, like I always like to say this: if your favorite show goes off TV, you're not going to stop watching TV and waiting for them to come back on 6 months later. No, you're going to find something else. So if you just stay consistent, you'll gradually build that audience who likes you. I like to say, I come on here and do what I like to do. That's entertainment for me. And I just hope those people who like the same stuff find me. Now, yes, do I do reviews and stuff? Like somebody said, the other Lion said, he said, look, dude, you got a video that hit 100,000. Now you're at the point where people are going to come to your channel. I said, no. You got to remember, I am messing it up because I'm doing so many different things. The person who liked that review, they're going to come to my channel and be like, oh yeah, I don't like all of that stuff. So they're only going to come for that stuff. But I modeled my channel to say, this is what I would like to do on this day, that day. And you guys just pick what you like to do, because I'm still doing it all. So at the end of the day, find you, be creative as you can, and have your voice and stay consistent. That's the number one thing. And if you do that, man, you're definitely, I don't know whatever people goals are, whether they want to make money, they don't want to make money, they just want to have people to watch them. But it's there. YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. I mean, even now people are able to stream on X. This platform, this media content creation, as Josh said, is there for anybody for the taking. Hell, FCAT was streaming on X before. So now they're making it where you
Yeah,
can
I don't.
stream gameplay. So anyway, I just wanted to throw
I
that
don't
in
think
there.
that's coming because remember they removed the sharing the pictures in the video clips to Twitter on both consoles
Yeah, but then they
because
just
they didn't
recently
want they didn't want to pay for it or whatever. So I don't think they're gonna want to
yeah, but
pay
they just
for.
recently wrote that they're working on allowing people to stream. Like this
I
was
don't,
like,
I don't I don't think that's gonna be a thing.
you
Uh,
think they're gonna rename it and
nah,
do
I
what
got
happened to it?
I
I
got
don't.
two small quick
All right,
stories
go
I
ahead,
want
Jeannie.
to share real quick.
Xbox needs to
Cowboy brought up Stone Cold, and I was thinking of a moment on 23 when I was just playing. I did Elimination Chamber with 5 or 6, 6 wrestlers. I had Rock, Cena, Stone Cold, and all that. Anyway, so Stone Cold comes out of his cage. He walks in the ring. The Rock bottoms his ass, and 1, 2, 3, Stone Cold was gone. I'm like, what the frick? Like, I did not expect that because the Rock was all worn out. I've been beating on him for like 20 minutes. Austin comes in and just dies like instantly. I don't know what's up with that. The other thing was on the content creator side, some of the OG YouTubers, the Boogie 2988s, the guy has been around from day one. I feel bad for Boogie. He's slipping a little bit. I feel bad for him. I've seen his documentary. I guess he got banned on Twitch the other day for nudity or something like that, where he showed everything without a censor bar. Yeah, I heard about that, and Twitch banned him for life. He's been on Twitch forever.
Gotta follow the rules, man.
Be careful with your content creation. Don't overdo it. Don't be breaking the rules of the platform you're on. Be honest with yourself. Be who you are, man. Try to be naked on stream for views. This shit don't work. But otherwise, have a hell of a fun 2024, man. We got lots of games coming on all platforms, man. It's going to be another great year, just like it was this year. And I'm tired of being sick, so 2023 can get the hell out of here. Unbelievable how sick people have been this year. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man.
Yay.
Yeah, Cubini, I just want to say it's been cool meeting you, man. We've known each other like this whole year, and you've been definitely a good friend, cool guy. We've had a lot of great fun, a lot of great talks, or a lot of back and forth nonsense, but we're still here, still cool, still friends, and I'm happy that you're getting better. I look forward to you, just being Cubini and doing what you do even more in 2024, man. So,
see, brother, that's the difference, man. Is we may go back and forth, but at the end of the day, we know it's all for fun. Nobody's taking it seriously.
Definitely, 1,000%, man.
We may be serious in the moment, but the moment's the moment, man.
Yeah,
it's like the Ford. It's like the Ford and the Chevy guys. It's like the Packers and the Bears guys. They all do the same shit.
Yep.
They all go back and forth, brand loyalty. It's just how life is, man.
Yep, I agree. It's tribalism. We're human. That's what we do. Like we'll like Android more than Apple, or Apple. Like it's who we are. We like to. It's like imagine if no one rooted for sport teams. It would be less fun.
But we like our stuff for no reason. We can't justify why we like it. We just do.
It's like I said. It's like you pick something and you run with it. It's like having a girlfriend. You chose her out of all the other girls. She chose you out of all the other guys, right? It's just kind of like that's what humans do. We like something for whatever reason, and that's what we stick to. And unfortunately, some things kind of become the adversary, right? You pick something and something becomes the adversary. And guess what? Everybody likes to win. So I want my thing to be better than the adversary. That's just
the last little thing I'll say, and I know Josh has probably heard this before too. Just because it's the best selling doesn't mean it's the best. Remember that. Okay, some of the best stuff in the world nobody buys. Some of the best products in the world doesn't sell for crap. Try to think beyond the best selling when it comes to anything. It's tennis shoes or TVs, watches, cell phones. Be open to new things. Try not to follow the status quo when it comes to sales.
Absolutely, that's super facts. And also I wanted to mention that I hope people are still monitoring and actively participating in acquiring Bitcoin, because at this very moment it's on pace to go up and never come down.
Damn.
Really?
Don't tell me that lie.
That's scary.
Boogie tried that and he lost 600 grand. So I don't know. We'll see.
Well, FCAT.
You're not going to sell me that lie. To follow up what I was saying before, Xbox needs to let you stream directly to YouTube first before they think about Twitter.
Okay.
But as far as 2024, I'm looking forward to looking at Xbox. No excuses. You're gonna have Call of Duty money, all kind of stuff. I want to see Game Pass banging. I want to see all these games that are supposed to be coming. Also, let's see what else. 2022 and 2023 was a disappointment in Xbox, and I just want all that to turn around. I mean, Matt Booty said we have the money to put Sony out of business. I want to see it. Like Doc Dark said, one box, I'm for one box, no doubt. I mean, I don't see cloud gaming going anywhere next year. I mean so we're gonna be stuck with these consoles.
Cat, did you really use that as the last thing to see for to say?
No, console warism, bro. This guy. Hey.
Man, bro. Well, let me give it up
2022 and 23 were a bad year, bro. Come on.
Give it up for me anyway. That's my
Bad
man,
year.
Cat.
For me, it was a bad year. Those were bad years for Xbox.
Yet. I'm going to do this one last time because it's fun. Yet, Xbox had 4 games, first party this year, that were rated 80 or better. And then when it comes to review scores and when it comes to that stuff, they had a really good year. And they probably will win Publisher of the Year just like they did 2 years ago.
I mean,
Most likely.
I was turning my attention toward PlayStation during 22 and 23.
You guys drag this stream into the console war depths. Can we just want to have, at the end of the day, thank you guys for coming on. I wanted to do a stream, my last stream of the year. And then, maybe I might try to put a video out today. Actually, I got a video in mind. I got a very special video, and I will make sure I actually put that out today. But yeah, this will be my last content for 2023. I'm glad you guys got to be on here with me. Josh, you mean a lot to me, man. I'm glad that you don't live that far. We've spent a lot of time this year, all the other years and stuff. So it's cool. I take it serious when I call you my mentor. You have a lot of good nuggets, a lot of good advice for people. Man, hit Josh up. He's a wealth of knowledge. He doesn't mind talking to people. Just a good guy in all. Q Beanie, man, you've been a really, really cool guy. We had a lot of fun together. Like literally, I think we met because you used to watch TK9, maybe.
Yeah, I was at TK9.
Yeah, and
for a little while.
Yeah, and we became cool, like just so cool. I mean, like outside of this stuff, we've been cool. So I appreciate that. And FCat, I can't listen. FCat has surpassed Holtz. He's now the person who's been on my channel more than anyone. And it's just been cool. Love him and hate him. I do appreciate that. Yes, he stirred a pot. Yes, he does. But I do appreciate that he really has no affiliate with anything. Like he don't care about any other consoles. He just likes certain games, and usually the games he likes is usually considered trash. But anyway, at the end of the day, FCat, you want to say live publicly, man, you helped this year on this channel be really epic. I know we're gonna have a lot more fun. I remember you and me getting bashed over the rumor that we covered with Stadia closing, and we both was like, oh, we don't believe it, but it's a crazy rumor, and it ended up being true. And everybody went, they would just want to kill us, and the rumor ended up being true, and Stadia closed. And you and me, we had something since then, man. And so it's been really cool. And I just want to really publicly thank you for being around for all this stuff. And even the one day you and Cubini and that PlayStation Gamer, yeah, guys drove me crazy to the point where I wanted to change the format of the channel, but Jersey had to talk me off the ledge, and here we are. We're still having fun as we always do. So I just want to personally thank you guys and Holtz that came on earlier. I got to meet him in person this year. He came all the way to the United States and went all over, and he made it a point to meet up with me and surprised me by having Purple Haze show up with me having no clue, and that was just cool. So man, I had a lot of fun this year, guys. You guys been awesome. You guys been epic. The people in the chat, all the new people I met from Energy Crisis to Dodge, man, it's just been cool, man. And I just look forward to more epic moments, more good times, more laughter, more console wars. Unfortunately, we're going to have them. And more gaming, man. I'll be doing more movie reviews, more product reviews. Just going to stay consistent, keep giving you guys what I like to give you on this channel, which is me and everything I do, because I'm the Cowboy King of Entertainment, and it's going to be epic. You guys know, and that's for one reason and one reason only, and dare I say, it's none other than, I mean, it's just true, but Okay, well, not really true, but I wear this cowboy hat because I'm a cowboy. And now, your mama knows. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you check out my video I put out today. It's going to be very important. It's a video that's pretty much culminated over a whole year, and you guys will see. But guys, take care. Love you all. Now your mama knows.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy. Oh, man. And now, your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon.